Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's been a long time, a long time. This is the studio. I hope
It's
you
wonderful.
like. So yeah, we have one player still out grabbing a pizza, so we don't get stuck during half break time trying to buy a new pizza. And let's go ahead and talk about what's been going on in the last episode, the last season rather. So previously on Not Another TPK.
Dun dun dun.
In the previous shows, the previous season, what did we do? Guys, I guess we did the module for Lost Mine of Fandelver, and this group ended up getting slaughtered over in a little cave by some bugbears. Later on, they came back and had their revenge. We had another member with us named Salazar at that time. They went on lots of adventures.
He died.
And while they were trying to raid a castle, which later became known as Salazar's Castle, they were unfortunately destroyed, or rather Salazar was
He
killed.
got poisoned because of a shapeshifter. He then remained unconscious. I don't know why, because the motherfucker real good, but okay.
Yes. And he is out. And so after that, they buried him, burned his body, or actually they burned his body.
Before that, we got blackmailed by a necromancer.
Oh, you did get blackmailed before that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Blackmailed by a necromancer that they tried to help, but they made him get rid of all of his zombies. He was something in a mine, or in an old ruin. And they brought him back to Fandalin, but he left in the middle of the night and took the money for the dead orcs.
That fucking nerd owes us a lot of money.
He does owe a lot of money.
We are
yes.
raiding the castle again. We are taking the copper wire out of the walls.
And so he went to Fandalin and
Yes.
killed Gariel, the harper, who was also a priest. And
She
then,
was nice.
And my easy ticket.
She
to the
gave us
Harpers.
poison.
Yeah.
I mean potion.
And after this, he took up residence in the previously cleared Tressendar Manor. When they came into Fandalin, there was a group called the Red Brands, led by a man named Glassstaff. And they never found Glassstaff, but they destroyed the Red Brands, cleared out the old manor that was in ruins. And once they left the city, it was in ruins, and they came back. Ruins were now an actual manor with walls, fortifications, and in the month that they were gone, somehow, this
Ellen just got nice.
necromancer jump-started the economy, and everybody got to building. People just started building new shops, like a magic shop. In this old west type of town now, it has a magic shop, it has walls, it has town guard. Everything seems to be going well, and Mr. Coster, as he was known as, was the savior of the town, although he also had a statue built of the group. We had one of our members was a wizard, who was attempting to be a necromancer, but wasn't so good at it. He ended up going.
The good old Crossy.
That's nice.
He sucked as a necromancer. As a magician,
As
as a wizard, he was good, but as a necromancer, he sucked.
yes. As a necromancer, like I never even saw him revive a fly.
Yeah,
Much less anything useful.
I was a better necromancer than him. I think the flesh of the dragon we killed from routing better than him.
But remember, her is
Yes, he
now
did
was
like to wear
fans.
pants. Our
like
favorite
he
necromancer
was almost
hated to
going
wear pants.
commando every day.
Yeah,
right?
and also, do you remember the time we spent in Waterdeep? I mean, in Neverfell? Neverwinter?
Yes.
Neverwinter, yeah. Lincia is now a princess.
Yes. And we almost got killed.
How could I? Okay. That was on me.
Let's
That
go
was
ahead
on
and
me.
go back and tell them what exactly happened when you visited Neverwinter.
Basically, before doing that, we went and killed a green dragon.
Yes, you
Yeah,
killed
the
a young
one
green
in your
dragon,
back.
Mary's
Venomfang.
green dragon.
Yeah, unfortunately, May was too
Drunk.
drunk that one time and she missed the dragon. Sad. Because her whole arc story is killing dragons. Extra sad. But we
Thank
have
you.
had the help of a friendly elf that was a vegan and
Ah.
kind of a douche.
He was also kind of cute and got drunk.
And he was great with a bow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks to him,
Yes,
we
the
managed to
bow.
kill that motherfucker
What was
behind.
his name?
Was... What's the name?
Name of the elf?
Yeah.
I started with the owl something. I can't remember exactly what it was now.
Oh,
You
something.
should know that, right?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we get a lot of stuff from the dragon because we loot the body.
They got a lot of body parts from the dragon. They harvested
got-
the dragon.
Yeah.
Darn it.
And also we found the cultists.
They were able to
Remember
harvest.
when he died?
We wanted
He
to
tried
attach the tongue, the
yeah.
tongue of
The
the...
tongue of the dragon.
The
so he could speak,
venomous dragon.
Yeah, and he just died like a bitch.
and he died. His head exploded.
Like, oops, we need 13.
Yeah. That was actually really fun.
And so the group were able to harvest the dragon's parts in Neverwinter during the Greengrass Festival, and spent some time during the Greengrass Festival
Like a
pulling off a
month.
scam for the ages.
Many scams. Many scams.
Elenthia forged some documents to make herself a daughter of Aligondar.
Yes.
And Aligondar was the old ruling family of Neverwinter, who were thought to be dead after the eruption of Mount Hotenau. Currently, Lord Neverember is head of the city because of Neverwinter, because there are no Aligondars. He said, I am a relative of Aligondar, and he's going to make sure he doesn't like anybody trying to rise up and take his place, because he spent a lot of personal fortune to secure that position. As a lord of one of the lords of Waterdeep, as well now as Neverwinter, risked everything to be able to take this position. Elentia came in and made herself an Aligondar, and that was just so they could sell some cups that were forged to be famous cups of a late family, which could get a fortune.
No. Not the Lake family, the legendary heroes of...
The legendary heroes of Neverwinter, that's right.
Yeah, there's a difference.
That was your idea.
We flipped those sons of bitches for like the double of what they were worth.
Later, they ended up,
I needed to get rid of the course.
and May took up a post with the guards with the Mintarn guards of Neverwinter, and tried to win on a date with Lord Neverember.
Oh yeah, doing the
And
one,
kind
Yeah.
of cracked his ribs a little bit.
Cracked
Because
your
tough
ribs?
love.
doing the Wonder
Look,
Woman.
man, there are people that are into that. It's called BDSM and
Oh.
it sells. It sells.
Last but not least,
Anyway.
the group were attacked by several assassins, and 2 guards in the city were murdered during that confrontation, and they rushed out of the city, leaving them.
I get it.
All right, that's our guy.
Because Arthur didn't want to get a disguise.
Because Arthur didn't want to get a disguise.
Yes.
And so they ran out of the city and went straight to where we are now, the Wave Echo Cave. Wave Echo Cave is, well, it's it has a forge of spells, and they have met some people. They have met a man named Yarno Albrecht, who they were searching for at the very beginning of the of our adventure over a year ago, and they never could find him. He says he's been in Wave Echo Cave trying to find his forge of spells. And so yeah, he's there. They also found Victor's, who plays, oh my goodness, who plays Dalen. They found his cousin, Nundren, and he's alive but with a broken bone. And so he's not much of a use right now for them to do anything with, really. So that's where we're starting, and
Oh,
they end up killing their big arch nemesis, the necromancer Hamunkost.
Oh yeah, that fucker is dead now.
He is dead. They took his magic items,
And
took his gold,
he wrote away, and I wrote away his corpse. No corpse.
Dun, 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 dun.
and there's no corpse. And so now but they trusted Black Spider. Black Spider Nesnar, and Nesnar opened a portal.
Okay, first off, I didn't trust him, but you know. Also, he had a stunt that can tell you the truth.
I need that book.
He is supposed to know better, and may she falls for guys with.
Oh yeah.
What guy would?
Consider I was kinda worried
The Santa
about
Spider
not being
Drow thing?
killed
You say he has
by
pretty
that
hair,
thing.
and you didn't attack him because he had pretty.
I did not attack him because of his.
So
I
here
didn't
we
attack
go.
him because I was busy being attacked by other things. Within an
Yes.
inch of my life, thank
What are we?
Here we are. We are now beginning
you. He is accusing
a spell.
me.
I'm not accusing you. I'm
Yes, you
accusing
are.
all of us. We fucked up.
Oh yeah, for sure we did.
A portal has opened, and then inside this portal came rushing through an army of the Drow from the Underdark. It seems the whole family of Black Spider came rushing in. And unfortunately, the way everything's situated, Victor will have to look at my screen, I suppose, see what's happening
Oh,
Did we hold the right?
am I on
Yeah.
screen?
as we figure out exactly the best way
I'm the
to.
Will I?
player.
Are we live?
As we figure the best way, we are live. We've been live.
We've been live for like 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Can you bring that green screener back around you?
Hmm.
And so here we are with an army of Drow rushing through a portal. That was a really long preview.
It was a whole season.
So,
That wasn't a preview, that was a recap.
recap.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. And so here we go. We are back again. Let's go ahead and let's get started. The last thing that happened, our lovely gunslinger Arthur. Why don't you introduce yourself, guys? Start with Arthur.
Okay. I'm Aldo. I play Arthur Hollywood. He is a fighter dual classing warlock. Both a gunslinger that is a dual class made by Matt Mercer, critical role. And the warlock class is the warlock homebrewed brush. Because I'm a chaotic person and I love the homebrew stuff and I don't regret a thing. He used to be criminal water deep. Was a little young. He's stupid. I'm stupid.
A lot.
The point is, he offensive for a criminal group that sold art, stolen art, and then he group fall apart, and now he patron. It is a ring. That is the
Lady Savarine.
incarnation of the life cycle, the life getting reborn to another.
Lady Savarine, like the mushroom. You know, got it.
Just like a fairy, like a
Mushroom. This mushroom fair
sure,
Death, fairy,
like a
mushrooms.
nymph, like a forest nymph.
of mushrooms.
Yes.
Life.
Mushrooms of
And
life.
he has now a very
And life.
strange
and
and green arm that he uses for his spells.
Ah,
And he
baby
has
peyote.
this deal that he has to
Maybe I am.
spread spores around in the world. They even a little Patreon. And she gets angry. And yeah, he's also a gunslinger. Found a gun. Been using it, learning from him.
Okay.
But
Let's do a little bit quicker recap because we're already 30 minutes into the stream. That's Arthur, gunslinger slash druid. Hey,
warlock. Warlock.
gunslinger slash warlock, excuse me.
Alright, so I play. May is warrior. She loves a good fight. And she used to want to be a hero, but she missed the chance to kill the dragon.
Sorry
She's
about
been-
that.
I think she's been having a little bit of a crisis. Then there's been a little bit of torturing goblins. What else?
Catching on fire.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there was that bit where I.
But it was cool.
Yes, I
This was
started
cool.
respecting you.
Also taking the necromancer dead on, man. Taking the kill cloud poison. Surviving that was badass.
Yeah. Anyway, so everybody thinks I'm. I've been spending a lot of time with a druid. I think things might. But who knows? Maybe
Act of the bear, barbarian! Totem of the bear! Not metagaming, not
I'm
anymore.
sharing that on Twitter.
Okay.
so. Lyncia.
Okay, I am Fi. I play Elise.
Charismatic looking guy.
Yeah, without a
Cosmetic.
big pair of charismatic reasons. World, yes. I am the mastermind group,
Princess.
and now I am apparently a princess. Hair of the wasn't sure what I thought that.
That's a good scam, dude.
A pretty good one.
Talk about scammers.
Yes. Right now. What? Yeah, and everyone got mad. But
They got
there's
mad at
nothing
me.
I can guys for
You can
almost
stop
getting you
scamming.
killed. You know.
Find another one.
Yes, let's make the one honest rogue that is the honest and down of the earth. Salt man, woman. Yeah.
No.
Let's make the first honest rogue in the history.
Honest rogue. That's so cute.
Airplane. Not
Yes,
applicable.
fairies made of mushrooms.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Lady Coyote.
Yay. Turn.
Yes.
I'm Victor. I play Dalin Flintbird, the dwarf druid main healer of this group, who likes to fight a lot and not heal a lot. Yes.
Mhm.
Who
That's why I've
takes
been
very bad
pestering him.
decisions all the time, and they French way tend to follow
It's
me.
not so much that you make sense. It's more like you're very loud at.
And you
And you
how
don't know
to
better,
socialize.
To
That too.
practice. I mean, alone in the forest. Cavern.
In the cavern.
Powers of the other
With
dog.
the
How do
mushroom
you
people.
ever get a wife?
What?
How do you ever get a wife?
Because I used to be a normal dwarf.
Yeah, he used to talk in regular volume. He has an honest job as a brewer. He has a little daughter. And apparently he fucked up.
Alright,
Poison
shall we
his
get
village.
to the story?
Oh.
Are
And
you guys
maybe-
ready? A little bit nervous, are you? I think this guy's really nervous because he sees a big portal with all these Drow coming out. And, by the way, just so you know, our sponsors is Tabletop Loot. Tabletop Loot has provided us with a great discount. Go ahead and jump on our Discord. You can find it there. You can also find it on Patreon. Become a Patreon member. You support all of this. This is an actual play from Mexico City. And we also have sponsors this week. This week, our sponsors, Goblins of Mordor, who has painted a green dragon for us to give away today to one lucky viewer anywhere in the world. So, if you're watching from anywhere in the world, you can win a green dragon. We are also sponsored by Zealot Miniatures, giving away a miniature today from them, as well as from Atlantis Minis. These are premium premium resin miniatures are just incredible. So I really hope you what you're looking for. Your what? Spell cards. All the spell cards are in there. What you're looking for what?
I have those written down. Don't.
Okay, and so let's go ahead. I'm Josh. I am the dungeon master for Not Another TPK, and let's get rolling. So, as we finished, you have looted the body of Hamunkost
And cast decompose.
and cast decompose. His body is now a mound of mushrooms, and suddenly you see three elite warriors and a matron, or a high priestess, a drow high priestess, walks through confidently, walking through the portal from the Underdark. They see you, and she points her pointed finger with fingernails, just long, sharp fingernails, like it's almost dripping poison. And she points at you, and she goes, "Our first victim." Although you can't hear it, she sounds like no one understands what it says, except for our brave druid, who can speak Undercommon. That would be Dalen. Dalen speaks Undercommon from his time in the Underdark. He understands exactly what she is saying. He hears her. He has spent time in the Underdark. What do you know about Drow?
They're evil, mean. They're an enemy of my people. That's all I need to know about them.
All right. So before anything happens, what would you guys like to do?
A show of hands. Teleport. Teleport.
Yes?
Let's get out of here!
Hey,
Okay.
looking good.
I'm going to use the
No.
roll of teleportation that I stole from House's necromancer
Okay.
and place it.
As you do that, she casts silence.
Oh,
Silence in the room means there's no silence. You cannot read out loud, which you have to do to make it work.
Verbal.
It does
Verbal.
need a verbal component to be able to cast any scroll. So that she casts silence and she just snaps her fingers. So you're unable, as you start reading, your voice just kind of clips. And then
Alright. Let's shoot the lady. Maybe if we kill her, we can. Oh, yeah, we can speak.
roll initiative.
Sure.
At that moment, 3 more drow come through. Portal.
Yes.
oh yes.
I think
20 plus 2, 19 initiative.
20.
Quite far from me.
Go. Nesnar laughs and he goes, "My family, I have brought them to you. They are the only ones that stand in your way. Next, Vandalin."
Wait. You mean she only cast silence us?
Actually, yeah, he says that out. He says that and then nothing comes out. I forgot that. Nothing comes out.
I mean,
You see him laughing.
So we can see him
Sign
trying to
language.
give a speech, and he's like, "Alright, that
We
works."
sold
like, yeah, with the.
Let's go ahead and do
with all the
let's
The
do
exaggerated,
the thing.
yeah.
Okay, who got 1 to 5?
Oh, here I am.
So, Josh, maybe did we fresh or
Sorry?
From the
fresh
last
or
battle.
from?
You are still the same hit points.
Mhm.
Same hit
Not
points.
sure.
Josh, do you I use my actions?
Pretty sure you did. I think you guys used most of your stuff to be able to take out coast. Your actions are
Still
gone.
one got
Okay, who got a 5 to or 6 to 10? Right? Who got 11 to 15? What'd you get, May?
13.
13. Okay, May, what is your dex?
+3.
Plus 3, okay. And it will be. Okay, May, you are going to be last. All right, who got 16?
19.
19.
Wow, okay. So, then it goes to
Plus
Drow.
two. Who was first?
Okay. We have Dalen then, the Drow, and then Arthur. And then Alencia. One of our other sponsors, if you'd like to see them, is Axe and Shield. They have given us this amazing initiative counter here to help us with finding out who goes first and next. It helps us with the battles. Let's go ahead and begin this battle. This is going to be a crazy battle. Here we go. So, Alencia, what will you do first?
okay. Did we? Backwards.
You're going to try to shoot one of them? Which one are you going to shoot? 1 to 6, or the matron, or the priest, high priestess? Or are you going to shoot Nesnar?
The High Priestess. Yeah,
Okay.
if I'm going to die today, let it be worth it.
Right, go ahead.
Five, that's 17.
17 hits.
Yes, a fifth. That's a 6.
All right, the first blood of season 2. Seven points of damage.
Yeah, and then I move back.
Are 5 or 10?
Reach 5.
Uh, not so back,
Okay.
I'm just like disengaging.
A little close.
A little, yeah. Covering behind.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
excellent.
those guys are dum-dums.
Okay, then those two guys are going to start running back. If you could just have them run back to the second from the last squares.
No, they were supposed
Or you can
They're
attack
mixed.
them.
Yes.
Second to the last. They're going to all the way back. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Here?
Yep. Or second from the
Come on.
They're running backwards. They're just getting the heck out of there.
Wait, one of them is Dalen.
No,
No,
this
that's
is
not
Dalen's cousin.
Yeah.
Arthur,
awful
what are you
cousin.
going to do?
My
Wait,
stupid
where's
cousin.
Dalen?
There.
Oh, you're next to me.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Oh, they are.
Why does this happen?
The components of the spider are
Wow,
Do
it's
you want to
special.
show this one?
So we have specially made potions. This is a potion of longevity. longevity, ever, longevity, and inside it contains everything you need. What was it? Let's see, a spider,
Iron heart, a spider, a plank, the tail of a scorpion. It's teenagers.
excellent. All right, wow, this is classy stuff. Excellent. Thank you so much. This is made by Aldo.
Yeah, I'm lending you those, not gifting. You know,
All right.
for the studio.
Next up would be Arthur. What are you going to do, Arthur?
Son of a-
So there is
If I have one spell left.
I do not know. You have to keep track of that with your character sheet.
I remember that I cast.
Make sure you keep track of
Yes.
how many you use when you're.
I only have
Okay.
short rest. I'm going to burn the another one. And I'm going to cast Entangle. In here.
You cast
Oh,
with
yeah.
silence.
Yeah, I cannot cast with that. Out.
That you need to be able to use voice.
Silence is an area of silence.
The whole room is in silence right now.
If I move out of this room into the hallway, cast stuff.
You might be able to in another room. I think it's in the whole section.
What
you see.
Then I'm going to.
Get back a little bit because your head's in the
Oh,
camera.
sorry. I'm going to shoot the lady as silence.
You won't go deaf for once.
yes.
I mean,
Those side concentration.
We'll check that.
15 hits.
Sorry?
15 hits.
15. 15 does not hit.
Okay, I'm going to run over here. Yeah.
5, 10,
And
20,
while I
30.
pass
Okay.
Jones and May, I'm going to give healing potions.
I think that would be an action.
Bonus
Hand out.
action,
But you can't use it as a bonus action. I don't think you have a
No,
bonus action
no.
for that.
not making her drink it.
Passing it, throwing something, or passing it over in action.
It can be a bonus. Okay. Fine. Move.
That's as far as you can go. Because you get double 5, 10, 15, 20. You have to go
6.
through Dalen and. Right. It is now Dalen's turn.
Maybe here. Around.
Hmm.
You can
Wait,
cast
wait.
stuff,
Almost.
so you cannot.
Very few spells left.
Maybe you can drop the cat drops that. For this is exact scenario. It doesn't require to speak to slow them down. Their faces, like all of that. Fuck it. No, you can do that, right?
Yes. So yes, I think I'm doing that right now. Saving my last spells.
Oh.
Oh no, you messed up.
Oh,
Sorry about that, guys.
no.
I was taking out these two guys, it looks like, as they've run away.
I grab the caltrops and throw them at them.
I give you a little.
Yes, I'm stopping just all of the back of caltrops. I'm going back always. Action.
How far are you going back? Through him, 5, 10, 15.
Is there? Corner.
Here?
Corner.
Drop caltrops?
Yes.
Over here.
First I dropped caltrops.
Alright. He dropped a bunch of caltrops to hopefully slow down the advance of the Drow army. Drow coming through now, more and more as they come in. May has not moved, and the matron, the high priestess, walks forward. Oh, poor May. As another 3 enter through the portal. Missing something. Missing. Right. As okay, the Drow are going to start attacking now. So first is the the Drow priestess. She lashes out with her whip. She has a whip with 3 prongs, and it's called a scourge. And as she goes, everybody is leaving May behind, who's clad in plate armor, but is limping visibly. And as she lashes out, she attacks you once. Okay, she attacks once, and it scratches the cover of her plate armor. And then she goes again. And May is able to just dodge deftly as she avoids the poisonous tips of
Yay for
the
armor!
scourge armor. And then the Drow attack. The Drow are elite warriors who have been training for this since the time they were babes. And they begin to attack. They run forward. The first 3. One comes here and attacks. 2 attacks. The other one is going to come here. The others are going to run forward.
Oops.
Yep, I know.
In past tense?
We love you.
We laughed.
Front tense.
In past tense? Or?
Laughed.
Alright, I'm surprised this group didn't turn tail and run. But they decided to fight an army of Drow.
I mean, what are we doing here? We're running away, right?
You are getting
Yes.
really lucky. I'm rolling 8, 8, 8, 8 every time. Alright, the first attack with the short sword. You can see that as it goes, this black smear takes on your thing, and it almost starts to corrode this plate a little bit. But it tries to interact with the plate. The plate is able to protect you. And you have no damage from either the blade or the poison. The last attack, though, is a... Oh wait, this is 8 plus 7. Ooh, 12. This one is 19, and it does strike true.
But I have 20 armor, so
20 armor class.
Yeah.
Wow.
shield in hand.
Okay, and you're able you're taking the blows, and it's
Yeah, I'm
attacking.
just trying to make myself small behind my shield. I'm like,
The next one comes up and takes 2 and tries to get into a nook or cranny and attack through that. This one gets you for 25.
what?
I roll a 19 plus 7. 26, and that takes. You will take from that one attack. The critical roll dice here.
I start to regret giving you those.
3. Yes, you did. Thank you. 3 plus 4.
Thank you for helping me
7
kill
points
you.
of damage. You take 7 points of damage. I need you to do a Constitution roll.
Here.
You messed up.
What'd you get? Constitution save.
6.
6. Okay, you take an extra 6. 1, 7, 10. Extra 10 points of damage, poison damage.
Little how much?
Plus 10 plus 7. 17.
And I'm out like a light.
And he strikes again
Oh, come
on
on.
his second attack, but only rolls a 3 as you fall, and you just fall right under his blade. May is now down. The Drow sees this, and all begin. The second one has to do a dex save, yes?
Yes.
He's easily, definitely runs over the caltrops without skipping a beat, and attacks Arthur with 2 strikes from his short sword.
Killed.
27,
Hits.
26.
Match.
Nope, those are 2 both hits. 3 plus 4, so 7 points of slashing damage, and then make a con save.
Advantage because I tend to poison.
You are.
Would be Constitution.
Right.
20.
All right, you're able to save from the poison and avoid the poison. And the second attack takes you for 8 points of damage, and do another con save.
The same. 20.
All right, so you're able to avoid both the poison from getting to your system. It seems like the poison tries to seep into you and just says back out
I
by
like
whatever
to think
is in
that
your blood.
The arms like absorb it.
That could actually, yeah, that sounds really a lot better. All right, the next one comes forward, comes from around, and the other one comes in. Attack Alencia.
Are you can touch him?
Hmm?
Are you?
Can you dodge? Well, here. What is the? Okay, yeah, he's easily able to get over that. All right, so he's able to get over the caltrops without a problem. They do not stop him, and he 2 swings at you. 1 cannon dodge. Does that mean you automatically take damage or half damage?
Half them.
All right, you'll need it. 26 and a natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, so his first attack, which will take to half damage. 2, that's 5. Let's do a con save.
okay, so.
We're all gonna
And
die.
now, yes. Oh, 9 poisons.
All right, you're poisoned.
Yes.
That will be 3d6 for 7, 8, 9. So 9 points of damage as well on top.
Plus,
That's half damage. So 9 plus, I think it was 7, that's 16, so 8 damage. And then the last one, or excuse me, is a d6. 5 plus 3, 10. Plus, I believe, like that. Add everything and then double.
What?
Add everything and then add the bonus. Double, right?
All the dice.
Oh, and then double? Okay, so 5 plus 3.
Not the bonuses,
5,
but
6,
all the.
Okay, so
Only
5,
the-
10 plus 13. That's 13 points of damage. Slashing damage from this next one. Can you do another con save, please? Let's see.
oh,
He
why?
attacked you twice.
Fighters.
They're light warriors.
Okay, 16.
16. You managed to avoid being poisoned.
10.
Okay, yes. So you just, I believe, you was 13 points of damage. On top of that. All right, now they take out their hand crossbows and they begin lobbing arrows in your direction.
Good.
And it's going to be, let's see, I have 1, 2, 4 of them are going to take a shot at Arthur.
Shield. Shield. Shield.
15
Was a
plus
hit.
7.
It's
Okay, there we go. That's going to be 1d6. I need you to roll a Constitution save.
for poison.
Yep. It's going to be 8 points of slashing damage.
That would be 21.
Right, and you were able to. And you're able to avoid any poison reaction.
Much
8 points of damage. Right, another one attacks you. This one gets 12 plus 7, 19. Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, you take another 8 points of piercing damage. Do an save.
And 13 plus
15. Alright, you're saved, so you just piercing damage again. Thunk, thunk. They're getting through your shields. The next two are attacking. One of them is going to attack Galen, and one of them is going to attack Alenthea. Galen. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for cheering. And what do we got here? 50. All right. Says go team. Galen. I think I need.
We're all gonna die.
I'm a flat 8.
Galen, he completely misses you.
Okay.
As he's trying to shoot through everybody else. And then at Alenthea, he also misses you as he's trying to shoot through you.
Oh my god.
And that is all of them that have been able to shoot. So their turn is done. Now is going to be May's turn. May, you need to do a death save. Way to start a season, guys. Death saves.
20, 20, 20, 20.
The goddamn spider is.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
That was a natural one. Oh, it's a
Yeah,
7.
it's a what? 7.
It's a
Oh.
7.
I got a 7.
A 7.
That
That's-
die spent 3 months in jail and has not learned its lesson.
All right.
Maybe you
So,
overdo his
pulling his
sentence.
pants up,
Yeah.
it is now Nesnar's turn.
Don't support the die.
Nesnar
Do
just
not support the die.
walks
but
up
it's behaving
slowly
bad.
behind them, but does not do much at all. Behind them comes another 3.
Oh, we just stop it.
It is
I
now
believe an
Alenthia's
extra
turn.
3
Alenthea,
are
what
gonna
are you
keep
going to
coming
do?
every
I am
time we go
going
through.
to-
Cut drops.
Throw caltrops and retreat.
But not in our feet.
Then retreat.
Okay. So you're going to do the you're going to do a disengage?
Yeah.
Alright, you're going to disengage. Can you disengage and drop caltrops? I think disengage is your action.
She can disengage as a bonus
As a
action.
bonus
She's
action,
a rogue.
yes.
Then
She's a
yes,
rogue.
you can throw caltrops down behind you and hightail out of there. Are you guys going to run to the next?
Yes.
You'll be able to get right in front of Yarno. Her character's
Can you
here.
walk here?
Can you move that in front of Yarno?
Yes.
Right in front of Yarno.
Can you
Yeah.
pass me the marker to?
Just right in front of where she was standing. Can't be where he was. Can't be right on his spot.
It's in 2 spaces.
Okay, so it could be right across, but that's fine. Okay, there she has run. It is now Arthur's turn. Arthur, what are you going to do?
Fuck.
May has fallen in
Healing
front of you.
potion.
Die a heroic death.
You heal 2 plus 2. 4. You're up.
Awesome.
No,
Welcome to
but
getting
you
back to your
go-
D&D
If
game.
you regain health,
Yeah.
you
You're,
wake up to
you're,
conscience.
you're at 0.
You're at 0, non minus.
0. Okay.
You regain 4. You'll just like what?
He shoves a healing potion down her throat to give her some heals, some good feels. All right, how much did you heal her for?
4.
4 points of point. She has 4 points of life now, more or less. And so she saw
Okay.
this. It becomes.
And I
She revives.
I just tell her
Are you going to drag her?
out and
Like to drag
sure. Grab her
that.
and I
We're gonna
guess
like
it's
10
half
feet
speed,
away.
right?
Sorry,
It's half speed.
it's going to be half speed.
Oh,
My armor's heavy.
yeah, 3. Over here. Yes.
Okay. Let's see if you put your shield. If it works well enough. It does not. You take 1 attack from one of the Drow who was there as you try to.
To hit
get
how
away.
much?
It's It hits you. I rolled an 18.
Okay.
So a 6 plus 3 is going to be 9 points of damage, and you need to do a
Yeah. 15.
15. All right, you saved. Okay, so you're able to save from the poison. I'm actually being really nice.
Actually, man.
All right, so
And
Dalen,
he's
it's
so
your
happy
turn.
about that.
What are you
He's
going to do?
Totally tried to.
See that they're coming out more and more. This Drow army is coming out, rushing towards you. They're doing a blitzkrieg towards the circus
More
world.
cut drops, please.
We're
First
running,
I
please,
shout,
and
get
the
out
Lord's
of
good.
there! I
You
hear my
can-
voice.
Or the
They
lack
can,
of it.
they can
more
now
like.
hear your voice from this. But yeah, I would.
You can take my teleportation scroll. You know
To
that, right?
Born. Hell. Thinking cloud.
Yes.
Yes.
Sticking cloud. What does that do?
Thinking cloud. It's stinky.
Like
Plain
They're
stinky.
drow.
Super stinky.
like
You're
riot
cutting
gas.
in and out of it. Whose voice is cutting in and out of it, yo? Is it my voice or everybody's voice? Okay, thanks for letting me know. All right, I might be just talking too loudly. All right, so one action up to 1 minute. 20-foot radius sphere of yellow. Go ahead and do a 20-foot radius
So-
sphere of yellow.
Sure.
In the entrance. Okay. All right, so a 20-foot sphere of yellow, nauseating gas centered on a point within range. The cloud spreads around the corners. Is the area heavily obscured. The cloud lingers in the air for the duration. Each creature that is completely within the cloud at the start of its turn must make a con save against poison. On a failed save, the creature spends its action that turn retching and reeling. Creatures that don't need to breathe or are immune to poison automatically throw. All right,
They are alive.
so
I
here we go.
guess.
You have cast a cloud of poisonous gas. That is it 20 foot?
20 foot.
5, 20.
And then grab me and get out of there.
You grab May, and how far are you taking
How
her?
much movement?
Or as I can. Half my movement, my up move. Boots of
Nice.
fighting.
Okay, Dalen, well done. The drow
no,
begin
but
their turn.
Does dragging her count as like encumbrance?
I'm
Because
bigger than you,
the
and I'm kind of
boots
heavy.
made me immune to encumbrance.
Full movement?
So can I grab her for my full movement?
I think you can get a full movement.
Yay!
You drive it right up next to Olympia.
Yes.
You'll be able to.
Yeah, leave
Can you put the
the.
camera and switch it around to this the other side?
Oh, you're
Here.
gonna have to.
And let me get around so we don't
What?
run over.
Your armors?
What?
Hi.
Just back towards you a
What,
little
did
bit
you
more.
die?
He's good armor.
Perfect.
But
That's
Where is-
perfect. Okay. And so they
I
are
can't
escaping.
wear
They're running away from
armor.
the drow. The drow begin their turn in the stinking cloud. They need to do a con save.
yes.
What's the con save? 15?
15.
Please drop
Natural
dead.
20
Okay.
and a
You?
3. The one that's in the middle of it. I'm going to say the one that's closest to it he is able to get through it, but he
Caltrops.
needs to make another save to go against the caltrops. And he's able to easily, definitely get through the save,
Is he running this way or in front?
running straight forward. And the other one is stuck reeling and retching. And the matron mother sees the cloud and takes a step back as is right in front of her, and she says, "Get them!" in her own language, in the undercommon language. And I'm going to say that they're going to start running forward. All right. Yeah, thank you.
The heal.
Okay, so I'm going to have them run forward, but they're going to do 2 saves, one Dex and one Con. The Dex save 7. What is this Dex save on deck caltrops? 10, I believe. They're able to save that.
Or
It's
11.
10.
Okay, and then 9 plus what is these? 15?
Constitution 15.
7. The first one tries to run through, is able to get over through the caltrops, no problem, but then starts retching. The next one tries to run forward. Is able to get through the caltrops easily. Then 8 plus 2, and then begins retching. He's already retching, actually. This one begins to run forward. He's definitely able to go over the caltrop without a problem. And this one is not affected by the retching. He holds his breath. And he gets through the caltrops. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And sees our lonely gunslinger and takes 2 stabs at him with his broadsword. 15 and a 5. So the first one, he cuts through, he slashes him with a poisonous blade, and then tries to jab, but his sword gets stuck in the shield. Go ahead and roll for a con save.
Fail. 2 force.
Alright, take 10 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, I'm out.
Faint. Oh, you should have ran, my friend.
I mean, I saved her, so.
Hmm? Yeah, sometimes, I guess. But
Oh, thank
there's a method to my madness. I love you in a very hard way. To learn lessons. Not another TPK is about when to learn to run and when to learn to fight.
We were trying to run.
In the first chapter,
Wait,
why?
characters, I think. I think it's time for new characters. What do you guys think? Any chance we can get a bit more light on the map? I hope that's enough light for you guys watching. There we go. You guys should definitely fight them. You're welcome. Just a moment ago, I can hear you. Okay, there we go. All right, and so at that moment, Iarno and Nundren see the fallen guy who is so brave and came to their protection. They are going to
Cast Fireball.
Yeah.
actually.
No.
Yeah, they're going to run back. And May, what are you going to do?
Relay
As
blast
they run back
fireball.
and they
Oh,
drag.
yeah.
They begin dragging.
Meteor's Fire.
Abidal seems
Dragging Arthur back through the tunnel. We have to get out of here, stupid
These guys?
man.
Guys,
These guys drag you back, and they drag you towards the
1, 2.
entrance. We're gonna change the map. Just a moment, I think. Hey, what are you going to do? You are coming,
Stand up.
coming conscious.
stand up.
I think I am going to drink some potion and run.
Okay. You're gonna drink a 2d4 plus 2, and
Thank you very much.
let's see, that's much better. Okay, I'm
Yes.
glad it's working well.
Did you need this?
This is a new studio. Been working 2
Oh,
months on
nice,
this thing.
Yay!
1.
Seven.
5,
So-
7.
7.
All right, nice. 7 points of healing potion or healing, and you start running. You stand up and begin running. This is going to be a fun part. Give us one moment. I'm going to close this thing so I don't make you guys dizzy. I'm going to show you guys what the map looks like.
And nos mover heroicos.
Okay, there we
La
go.
bendición.
Where is my
We
point?
give you tempo.
Also,
But
I think D4 for yourself.
So here is the map, and
Plus,
I did have a
that's
spot
it.
where I
Like,
showed
you know,
everything.
poison.
All right, here we go. So they are running away, and they are in the they are right here in the okay, no problem. And they are at this bottom section of the map. So you see the bottom section in the middle room. They're going up that tunnel right there and coming into the main room where they had already cleared before. They left a flaming skull.
Oh, we. Carrot.
I don't
He's a
know
nice guy.
why they would call him Carrot Top. He was beautiful.
But creepy.
like carrot.
Yes.
Carroty.
Actually, yes.
Carroty.
Well, he was orange.
Was orange. Orange flame skull.
And we are doing a transition
Thank you
now,
very much.
going into the main room.
Not dying yet.
Put it down.
Cheers.
Yeah, the worrying bit.
For a quick and painless death.
Yeah, cheers.
Well,
I told you that there's a reason I was buying you guys pizza.
you were planning a wake. Could have at least got us beer.
Unless we unless we got a plan to eat
What
and
was that?
magically appears.
All right, who was in the lead? I think it was Alicia, yes?
Yes, because I'm covered.
And May, we're right behind her.
We already went in front of her, I think.
Balin did?
May.
He's down. These guys are dragging him. And nobody's up to them yet. So you're going to enter this cave. Can you grab me a Carrot Top?
Oh, here's carrot top.
Our flaming skull. I believe you left him at the wheel.
No,
Yes.
he's in the water. We throw him in the
There's
water.
no water.
Oh, we just.
we were gonna throw him.
but
Well,
there-
he's in the
there-
canal.
Yes, it's now because there's no water.
All right.
No, I have the. Oh.
Yeah. We can
Okay.
just.
Can we
touch
talk
you.
now? Can we hear each
Yeah.
other?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I
You
It
already.
can
would
now
be a
hear
good
each other.
moment to remind us that.
I already.
I'm
we
not
got
out.
Hmm?
I'm not out.
You see that the Drow are right behind you. Let's go ahead and take this map back down so you guys can see what's happening in the show. And oh, I need to adjust the camera still.
You're floating.
Oh, he's enjoying this a little too much.
I've been planning this for 2 months. The demise of not another TPK.
You can revive me and.
I wish I do need to get some more light. It looks like more spotlight. I think on this
you
table.
It's nice here.
You dead or just fainted?
Faint. Faint.
Okay.
Faint. Not that. Not that.
Okay, okay.
That
Dead.
I have to get my. That's all I have.
That doesn't work on knocked out people.
I can.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, now you guys can see the map again. All right, as they're running through, you suddenly see a flash of green light as you run towards. And are you guys going to run towards the canal, or are you going to run? Just try to run around the.
Can we
So
jump-
as you remember, in this room is the furnace room. This is where they smelt the all the rocks. So there's a big wheel.
Oh, yeah.
So this is not a portal. This is like a big wheel, and this is a smelter. You cannot get through that section. You can go around it where they're smelting, where they used to smelt the rock. In here is a big turn wheel. Are you going to go around, or are you going to go down the tunnel that's 5 feet where the skull is?
Maybe take the.
What's the path of least resistance?
The path to the left, you remember, was where all the zombies were. All the
That skull
ghouls.
still kill us?
And if he
I don't know that.
does,
Let's go around.
Yeah, let's go
Around.
around.
Okay, so you begin to run around. I'm just going to fast forward it for you. Run this way. Pauline, I
Got me
need
a big hill over here.
I need you to do a death save.
You're dead.
7.
All right, so one
That's the same thing
failed
I
death save.
rolled last-
As you run forward, you suddenly see a flash of green light fill the room.
Never a good thing.
That's carrot top.
Wow.
Now what?
Oh, that's a.
And the 5 bugbears that you had previously murdered and slaughtered
no.
come running straight at you.
Oh, why?
No, you can't run and get the film.
They begin running straight at you. They are undead.
Oh.
These are bugbears. I know not all of them look like bugbears. And standing behind them, you see a man. The wind seems to be blowing him in this ethereal green, kind of like a haze, a magical haze of magical energy, necromantic energy. He has a flowing black beard. His hair goes up, and he has a staff. And the face, although the beard is not familiar, the face is very familiar.
Holy crap!
Holy
Who dares to stop my studies? Oh my god.
Holy shit, dude!
Yay! Crosses! Crosses is now a
What
competent.
fucking time?
He's now a
Crosses,
competent
you can sit right there next to
necromancer.
Aldo.
Yay!
Presenta esta, carnal.
Get your butt over here.
Oh shit, dude.
Hello there, friend.
Roses has been hiding in my room this whole time.
Como el pequeño gremlin que es.
Like, I knew there was a plot twist somewhere.
I knew we had one chair too many.
This is why you couldn't use the teleportation spell.
Is Crosses wearing pants? I need to know that. Is he wearing
Yes,
pants?
are you
He's
wearing
wearing
No,
pants.
I'm not wearing any
Can't.
pants.
He's
I'm
wearing a
not
robe.
wearing any
He's
pants.
wearing a
Our
robe.
old good
His
crosses.
robe is flying in the air.
Oh, God,
and you
no.
can see the-
Thank God I'm knocked out. Do not see that shit.
But his underwear is on. Thank goodness.
Okay,
That counts
that's
as pants.
improvement.
That's improvement.
And
Yeah,
so
remember, this is a program for children.
It was?
It was? Oh my God.
What
What
is
can you
going
So
You
for those of you
bunch of
watching,
I've
Croesus,
been
can you
doing
please
murder all
introduce
over the
yourself?
place and you never told me.
Well, I am Crossis and I am a necromancer. And I have been studying
Croesus,
all this
In
time.
real life.
In the real life. And
He is now proficient in necromancy at
Yeah.
last. At very long last.
so Croesus, aka Angel, he had to leave us about 5 or 6 months ago to focus on his master's. I think his master's,
Yeah.
right? His master's in psychology.
librarianship.
What?
Librarianship.
library studies.
Yeah.
That's not psychology. Okay, sorry, that's Victor
Yeah,
here.
that's
All right,
So
his master's
Croesus has
in
been
library
studying too.
sciences, and it's been a lot of work for him. So, in the game, Croesus decided to study at the university that was founded by the big bad guy, the University of Magic in Fandalen, that was started there. All right, can I have you scoot over a little bit? Not that way, because right now this green screen is. There we go. Oh, there we go. Got it. Perfect. And so he was studying there to learn how to be a necromancer, because he was a terrible necromancer, as we talked about at the beginning of the show. They were talking about Croesus and how terrible he was at necromancy. He was listening to everything. That Croesus guy, he was terrible. You remember how bad he was?
I've never bad-mouthed you.
I did. I never saw you revive a fly. So
And so we've been.
in all fairness,
I said, he was a good wizard, a bad necromancer.
yes, we were in agreement on that.
We've been conniving behind his back, or behind everybody's backs, to sneak him into this game today for the season 2 premiere.
Hey,
Croesus is back. So, Croesus, please roll initiative.
20, right?
Sorry if we broke any eardrums.
19.
That
19
would have been me.
plus your
Plus three.
dex,
Sorry.
22.
22.
22. I think that puts you right at the top.
Yeah.
All right, Croesus. I'm gonna say you just did your spell, which was a special spell that raises seems more than 1 dead, 5 dead as they come running past you and running past, right at the group. But then you see that as everybody, you're like, oh, you guys are already pretty much dead, I believe.
Yeah, so we're just kind of like duck.
And you see them,
Duck
and
and
you
huddle.
put your shield up, and you're waiting for the blow, and it never comes. And you look past you, and they have run past you into the tunnel. Can you move all those
Dead?
undead creatures,
Undead bugbears.
undead bugbears into the tunnel behind him, as they barricade and block the tunnel and rush through the tunnel to attack the Drow army.
Potions.
That's the
Roses!
This is
All right, so
You bloody black wizard! I'm very glad of seeing you again.
What?
I'm happy to see you.
Oh, I'm happy too, right?
Just arrived in the right moment.
Yeah, what's on, man?
Well, by the word of Moradin, can't you see?
army of
what would you like to do now?
we're about to get killed. Can we move?
Are you gonna keep running forward?
yeah, just
It's
run.
just my turn.
Arthur's kind of
I'm
dying.
gonna say it is
Well-
Alencia's turn. Lindsay, what would you like to do?
Anybody
yes.
have some healing potion to shove down his throat?
Don't worry.
Move
I have
toward
that covered.
Croesus and hug him.
Okay, go. Yeah, I think you can get most. You can dash.
I'm so glad to see you. Why didn't you come before?
I'm sorry, I was kind of busy.
And if I can, I see. I'm pretty battered right now.
We all need healing. Let's move.
May I?
Sure, if you want to. Are you going to heal?
Yeah.
All right.
I love this.
6 plus 2.
8.
Right, 8 points of healing. Okay, Alencia, that's your turn. You dashed. I guess you wouldn't have been able to do that, but that's fine. Arthur.
Oh, yes, she can.
That's saving
Yeah,
throw.
she can do that.
Okay.
She's a rogue.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Bonus.
Yes.
You have another death save.
Another one.
19.
He's good.
You save.
alive.
Okay, good thing you didn't roll 1. You'd be like completely dead. All right. It is now Dalen's turn.
Okay. I use my action to dash, and I use a bonus action to cast Healing Word on Arthur.
Hey,
Just chilling words.
Healing Word.
Healing words, not chilling words.
Okay.
Our closed caption is not perfect.
Yeah, healing. So it's 1d4
I said chilly words.
plus 4. Okay, 8 hit points.
Chilly words. Those you
I just go like,
on.
oh motherfucker.
That's
Okay.
a bonus action, so I use my action to dash.
And go where?
Yeah, like next to Crossy, so I can punch him. Love it.
Minus.
Yeah.
All right. So he runs forward and he takes a swing at Croesus, playfully, I hope.
Yeah,
Like a friendly punch.
a friendly punch.
That will
His
not.
human nuts.
Actually, he's an elf.
The Drow.
Elven nuts.
The
Yes,
Drow
you're
begin to
right.
run
That
forward.
doesn't have the
He's
same.
Mm.
same
I'm gonna
rush
just
to it.
do a roll. I'm gonna do
Oh,
two
why does
rolls.
he has a bird? He's
The
an
first
elf.
half of them that are running through are going to try to get through the
He was always
to
very
the
good at
retching, the
disguises and
gas,
stuff.
Oh yeah.
and they fail.
Remember that time he turned
The
into
second
a
half.
little girl?
Also,
Barmaid.
Yeah,
11
right.
plus 13. What do I need to get? 15.
15.
You don't see any of the Drow. The Drow do not make it past the retching gas. You can hear the blah, 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 and they're vomiting behind you.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Ew.
May.
Gross, but nice. I'm going to run and try and catch up with everybody.
All right, leaving Arthur behind.
Wait. Yes, let's drag Arthur. Sorry, Arthur. That would be
I'm away. I can. You want to drag me? It's nice.
Trying to help you.
You can get right there.
Where's my hero?
All right.
I
And
have
then
to
the other
stand up
two.
and then-
Actually, I'm going to say you can go farther than that. You can go 15 more with the other two's help.
Over here?
They're carrying your body. They're carrying your like legs and arms.
Guys,
Just
I'm
running
cool.
you
I'm
through.
cool. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Oh, good, you're heavy.
Mm.
Okay, as they carry you,
I need
as
to
they carry you out,
downsize.
it is now going to be Nesnar's turn. Nesnar is going to stand back. He's not going to try to until actually the Drow priestess pushes him forward to go and attack. But he's able to get through the get through the caltrops and get through the retching gas. So Nesnar is able to get to the other side, but he sees the 5 bugbears. Sees the 5 bugbears and
Undead bugbears.
undead bugbears, and it's like, oh crap. Yeah, I saved this page.
Maybe if you want to put decorate.
Let me just-
He is going to do a. Where is that?
Do a barrel roll. Sorry.
He's going to cast a. Maybe we have a fireball.
I can picture the rider guy
Fireball. Okay.
with all the legs out.
He's not a rider
He's going to
anymore.
cast. Suddenly, you see
He's a
here.
drow.
You see a big ball of fire as he casts fireball
Really? On the cave? Okay.
towards going outwards, and so it's going to take everything. These guys are able. It's going to come all the way to here
Oh shit.
as he just tries to roast the these bugbears. And I think do I have to roll for that? I think I do. How much is it? 66 fireball spells.
Fireball, I think it's 86.
86. Let's
so.
double check real quick.
But I don't remember.
They're trying to
Fireball,
keep me
5e.
because we are.
Here we go. Fireball.
Talk about yourself.
8d6 fire damage in a 20-foot radius, so it's not so big actually. It's about, it just covers from the back of the bugbears. And just, you see a fireball, a gout of flame just shoot out of the tunnel. And the screaming bugbears. 8d6.
So run
8,
now.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
I think we
14,
need to,
16, 17, 18,
Yeah.
24.
yes.
You see the
Yeah,
bugbears
you can-
are torching up, just whoosh, they go up in flames as they take
Whoosh.
25 points of damage.
Oh crap.
Oh.
They're gone. They don't have 25 points. They're undead.
Oh.
They are there, but they're just roasted. You see their burning corpses. The poor bugbears have been murdered and murdered again. They already had stab wounds. Now they're just roasted corpses, just bodies, just cindered into like
Okay,
black,
yes, just like
black spots.
Get the
Something
hell out
like-
of here.
something like that. Something like.
I
But
have
in
one
the tunnel.
first level spell
Yeah.
left.
There you go.
That's it.
We use a ton
Yeah,
stuff now.
yeah.
All right,
It
everybody,
is your
huddle.
turn now, Corrosis. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm not quite sure what's going.
You know that your crew was running. So the last thing you knew that your teacher,
Oh, yeah, we killed the director of your school.
Common Coast, was coming in, and he planned to finish the group. And so you had snuck up behind him, about half a day behind him, and coming to the cave, following his tracks, and came into the cave, found the dead bugbears, rose to dead bugbears to assist you in fighting. And then you kept going forward until you saw the group running for their lives, carrying the body of Arthur.
I'm awake. Awake now.
You woke up.
Yeah. Awake.
Yes, I just killed.
Okay. Okay, and he's awake. So you see him running out with the what seems like you just see them running out like for their lives. What would you like to do? And you cast, of course, you cast out. You told your bugbears to go attack. There was fighting them, and they ran past him. And you smiling there, standing with your robe flapping open, like, look what I can do now.
Well, if they are trying to run, I guess it's not a good idea to
Run.
run with them.
Maybe you should all get over here so we can. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have your magic cards?
But
Alright.
they are incomplete.
All your spells. Yep. So you could do a spell, or you could just keep running with them. Back where you came.
I think it's a good idea to give.
Are you going to run in front of them, or are you going to let them run past you?
Where are you guys going?
They're going where you came from.
Well, oh,
Can I just say, hey, get over here?
Say what?
Hey, get over here.
Yeah, you can say that if you're.
Get over here. I can teleport you.
where are you right
Walk out
He's
here.
right there.
Lying.
in?
Someone moved you.
Okay, so everybody should be caught up to each other now. At the
Okay.
fireball, the distraction of the fireball, you're all together.
Okay, then I'm going to say, Francis,
Hello.
here. I pass you the teleport disc. And here's the enchantment.
Where can you teleport to?
You can teleport up to 8 willing creatures. A place you are familiar with.
Ooh, 7.
And you have to roll percentage die.
Percentage die. Oh, fun.
I have it here.
Percentage die?
Yeah.
Alright,
All of us have.
Alright,
She
go ahead.
has to.
You can roll that. Percentage die, and can I see this?
Yeah.
What
think
percentage to go
Paolo
there? What do you want?
doesn't
Okay, go ahead and roll
trust
percentage
your
die.
Just don't roll under 25. Anything over 25.
Which
Roll a
is
1.
The
No,
contents.
Roll
shut
a
up.
1.
Shut
What
up.
is one?
Yeah,
Why?
let's pay a visit to the abyss.
No. It's places he's familiar with. But
Okay.
you have to think of a place you are really familiar with.
Where would you like to transport to?
Any ideas?
Darling? Maybe Waterdeep?
Let's
Yeah.
go to Sandali.
Maybe.
Maybe your school because you just
No.
No.
Maybe what? Not
Or-
never winter. Hot.
Sandali.
Vandalin.
Vandalin.
Vandalin,
So
where
back to maybe your room in the Fandalin in the university, or just downtown?
Downtown.
Your house.
D&D?
I
Downtown.
really should have made this.
Oh, you fucked
Oh
up, dude.
my
You
God.
roll at 12. We take that.
Oh,
Okay.
please. Well,
You roll again until you
So
are.
he's very familiar with this place. And
Keep rolling until you get over 25.
Oh, let's see what the dungeon master
Oh,
says.
48.
all right,
All right.
he rolled a 12.
First,
So
we take
you suddenly see the air
3d6
vapor around you.
3d6 bludgeoning damage.
And as you see the air vapor around you, it's like it's wavering, and suddenly you are transported. Let's go back to Fandalin.
and we have to take 3d6 bludgeoning damage.
3d6, all of us.
Yeah,
Okay.
How much?
3d6 bludgeoning damage.
3d6 bludgeoning damage.
3d6.
Beautiful.
So
I believe Josh might like to
Oh,
roll.
I
you
the
take
want to
damage.
roll
7.
it?
7. I
I
Roll
think
the
he
damage
might
for all
enjoy
of us?
rolling the damage.
Yes,
Roll
why
damage
not?
for everybody?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think every
yeah.
one have to roll individually.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead and roll individually.
I-
How much damage you
How
take?
much?
So
I
I
got
have a
7
three,
damage.
I have a 6,
for,
that's
for my
9.
8 that I healed.
Oh,
I'm at 1.
please, a 6.
10 damage.
6 plus
I'm at
9.
19 damage.
Oh, you're kidding me.
You're
13,
dead?
13 damage.
9.
Haha, you're
I take
dead.
9 damage. Bludgeoning.
Almost, I am almost dead.
I borrow some die.
Yes, of course, here.
I rolled 2 6s.
Oh dear.
Oh, 13. Okay.
I got the success.
I want here.
You're so.
Oh, what?
You
7,
said
6,
I rolled a 6,
13.
and that thing.
And I'm
says
unconscious
I succeed.
again.
You suck.
Yes, not the best.
I'm unconscious again.
Good.
Is anyone still awake?
I'm
Me?
awake by 1.
barely.
1
but
point.
Yes.
He
Sorry.
teleport us badly. And he
Sorry.
teleport us. I think
I still have a
at
scroll of
distance.
Revivify,
Thank
if needed.
Yes.
All
Well,
right.
I think I'm kind of getting there.
With
I'm very, very
this,
close
we
to
are
it.
now.
Okay.
I've been passing
44, right?
out since last game. Like every time we do something, I pass out.
Maybe you
He
need to
teleport
have
us
more
to a
vitamins.
similar area. Not to
I
Fandalin, but to a similar
I don't
area.
know. I think I may have
Near
a concussion,
I know.
or
I don't
several,
think-
actually.
So, he thinks
I
Fandalin
think maybe you're
downtown.
narcoleptic.
Yeah, but just similar.
He's thinking about Fandalin downtown. And as he's thinking, he's thinking, where would I go? Where would I go? Fandalin downtown. And you end up showing up somewhere close by, but not where you remember. Here, I gotta zoom in on this map. Actually, let's see, go ahead and get this big map up. So, where would they be going? It shows the green screen. Where would they be going? Let's go ahead and bring this bad boy over
Okay,
here.
let's do the teleportation. Whoa!
So they were over here in Fandalin. Instead,
That's
you
how
end up
teleport
you end up in some woods with a big ruined castle.
Oh.
Salazar Castle.
But yeah.
And you find
Maybe.
yourself in the courtyard of what was Salazar's castle. It's a large castle that has ruined fortifications, but you see that luckily nothing has moved in, nothing's attacking you. Some of you have passed out. You come to.
Everyone's okay?
Some of you are no longer
I am-
conscious.
Again.
I'm going to crawl over Maya with my last spell that I have, Cure Wounds. That would be
On the verge of Moradin, what was that?
Cure Wounds. How much
I
is Cure Wounds?
was probably constant.
1d8 plus your warlock, right?
And with that, we are at an hour and
To
45
begin.
minutes. And I need to
No, but
go
it's
ahead
a
and get
second
ready
level.
to figure out where they're going to go because I forgot they had a teleportation
Six, that
spell.
would be
I wasn't sure where they're going to go next. So we're going to take a short break. So our crew can grab some lunch from the pizza we got.
Yeah.
And
Water,
we will be
please.
back shortly. So please stay with us. We will be back shortly. Thank you all for stopping by. And yes, just so you know, we will be doing a giveaway today. Who here is in the chat room? I see that Bill's in the chat room. Is anybody else in the chat room?
over the book.
We have Ill. Do we have anybody else watching the chat today? Once we get, if I get more than one person, I will do a giveaway of the green dragon miniature. Avatar is here. Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
hello.
Avatar.
Hello there.
Hi there.
All right. So Avatar and Ill, welcome to the show, guys. We are going to take a short break now to grab some pizza, and we'll be back probably about give us about 10 or 15 as
15.
I do some last minute snaggling, and these guys actually try to figure out how to get out of this room. All right. So we'll be back. Please stick with us, and we are. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go
Where's your
live now.
bathroom?
I'm what?
Where's your bathroom?
Right behind all of them.
Hermosa sublime.
So hello everybody, let me go ahead and get the music off here. I see you have a lot of questions about what's going on. So let me do another brief recap of what happened in our last go ahead and come in when you're ready. We're all live. You see your head.
I know.
You're such a dork. And so
Oh, look who's talking.
let me go ahead and do a brief recap of what happened in our last day. I'm just going to do this recap alone this time, guys. We don't confuse everybody.
Okay.
So in the previous season, we did the Lost Mine of Fandelver, and the way I changed this module is I ended up making the big bad guy be Amun Kos, which was just a side quest thing. He became a big bad guy that took over Tressendar Manor in Fandalen and made it a university. He also blackmailed the group after he nearly killed them. And Dalen, our dwarf druid, had to make a deal with the devil, so to speak, to save their lives. And that was to open Wave Echo Cave and clear it out. And then he would reward them with magical items. So they had no choice. They went to do that, and they had gotten recently the map to Wave Echo Cave. They went to Wave Echo Cave, cleared it out after almost dying from these little mosquito things.
Oh yeah, those guys are.
Right,
And
or no?
eventually, yeah, Sturges,
Sturges, yeah,
Mhm.
Sturges.
The Stooges. The three
Which I-
Stooges.
which you were able to skip by using a teleportation scroll. So they were able to get into Wave Echo Cave, and then they found there were two big bad guys. Nesnar, the black spider who was a Drider, who wanted to open the portal and convinced him to let him open the portal to go through the with this book called O Gentle Spellbook, a very famous spell book that's very old and has lots and lots of power. You have to turn the handle really hard and pull several times. It's a tricky bathroom.
Yeah.
And
Fix your stuff.
so they were able to the black spider wanted to get through, and he said, if I am able to get through this to use the spell book and on the spell forge, I'll be able to transform myself back into my regular drow form. I'll live a good life. And they believed him and instead attacked Hamun Coast.
I didn't believe him, but I was waiting for Alicia to use of Drew and
They hated Hamun Coast. And so they had
it's
a
not so much that
a
we
vendetta.
believed him.
They had a vendetta.
It's more like we hated the other guys. Like, okay, let's kill
Like
this
a
one
lot?
first, and then
Yeah,
then we'll figure out
like
the
a
other
real-
one.
They had a vendetta against Hamun Coast, and they took it out on him and just
Well, he killed our friend. He stole our money.
Almost.
and he was a creepy all around.
He made us work for him.
And he killed.
He was
Remember that.
nice.
He was nice. She gave us healing potions.
and that's where they left off.
What?
He went through suddenly. He went through the door, disappeared
Oh, she
suddenly
did.
as he
I know,
put
I
a
know.
stone into this like this. There was a what do you call it? This kind of like holder, a basin that was holding this green glowing stone that was broken. Before there was actually wild magic in the area, but as you could see when they came back, there was no wild magic anymore. As there was a stone piece that was reattached, and this stone piece brought the forge back to life. And he disappeared, and suddenly he reappeared in his drow form, and a portal appeared outside the door. And through that portal, they could see the city of Minzabaranzan, the Underdark, and an army of drow, family more or less, waiting on the other side, and then began running through as they were waiting for it to go. And as they began running through, that's where we left off last time. Arthur, the gunslinger, took a shot off at Nesnar and connected, doing full damage,
Yeah.
getting him in the shoulder. And that is where we left off.
I was aiming for the face hair. You know.
There was a flash of light, though, as portal appeared, and then suddenly the drow came running through. And so they were able to get a teleportation scroll from the body of Hamun Coast, as well as the Bojento's book. They picked that up too, yes?
And also his grimoire.
Did you get
Yes.
Bojito or just the Grimoire?
That's Bojento.
You got Bojito, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we have to deliver
Yes. So
harbor.
you got
lady,
Bojito. They got Bojito's
Yeah, and
spellbook,
also
and they're
his
running with
symbol of the
Bojito's
type.
spellbook. Now they're in
got
Castle Salazar. It's also known as Craig Mall Castle in regular modules, but they have renamed it Salazar's Castle after one of our players were killed there by a poison blade. At a mime. What is it called?
Mimic.
A mimic. Yes, a mimic. I can't remember the exact names. I'm
More like a
forgetting.
doppelganger, I think.
Doppelganger, yeah.
A doppelganger. Thank you. Yes, a doppelganger had poisoned the blade, and he didn't check his wounds. He died from those wounds, and so they did a ceremony and re-Christianed, renamed the castle Salazar's Castle. They have now found themselves in the middle of Salazar's Castle, which is in the Neverwinter Wood, southern part of Neverwinter Wood. They are safe there, as this is they have recently cleared it out, and the last thing they knew, that Barg, the bugbear, had run off, and they sent a mother owlbear chasing after him.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Our
That was
first friend.
awful.
Yes.
So
That was fun.
we are back.
That was fun.
We have been
Yeah.
fed.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thanks for our supporters on Patreon. I'm able to afford to feed the group pizza, one large pizza per show. And yeah, that's the way I'm able to pay them to come and spend a couple hours with
It's
me every
not more-
weekend. Every other
Like
weekend.
payment is more like
Like a
friends
bribe?
here? Yeah, like a bribe, like a bribe.
Right.
More like
So you come,
appreciation.
you come
a
to,
token
you
of
find yourself
appreciation.
appearing, but your body's just kind of dunk dunk. Some people have appeared, they were standing and they suddenly collapse from being badgered as it, instead of going where they wanted to go, they were shifting through. It's like going to warp drive in Star Trek. They were going, shh, but suddenly it seems like they hit something and it badgered them, and their bodies are ripped this way and that way, and suddenly they are dumped in the middle of Salazar's castle instead of where they originally had to hope he originally hoped to go, which was Fandalen. So we're now in Salazar's castle. Who is conscious?
Barely
Unconscious.
me.
I am.
I
Only
was
me, I only
unconscious.
have one hit.
I am.
One hit
I'm
point,
I'm
but
bruised, but I'm fine.
I
Me-
quickly heal May.
May comes to and clunks in her plate armor, just and crashes to the ground, barely conscious.
like he has gave me the whatever thing.
What would you guys like to do next?
Aileen.
Actually, before we
Sleep.
start, excuse me. We have 6 viewers. I think now would be a good time to
Yeah,
do
here.
a giveaway.
I would
Give you a healing potion.
have cute
Yeah.
moment.
So
Excuse me,
everybody
the
who's
healing
in the giveaway, everybody who's here, I would like you to enter Winged Loot. Hashtag Winged Loot if you would like to win a painted green dragon. And
That's it.
I need to get a random generator. All right, we have Ill. Do we have anybody else here? We have Ill. Do we have anybody else who'd like to enter for the green dragon? I think I saw earlier there was we had a few more people here that were inside. We had let's see here, Wu Tang Piglet, and we had Avatar of Wrath. Are you guys still here? Would you guys like to enter to win the Winged Loot, the green dragon painted by goblins of Mordor?
You should be showing it off. You know. Right
I
next
don't
to
have
you.
it.
Oh,
Winged dragon is a large painted
Oh,
dragon.
wait,
Oh,
wait.
yes,
that's,
the
that's
big
in the United
mama.
Kingdom.
don't you have like the or something?
I have a picture
the
online. It
thing.
was in the advertisements.
The big spaghetti mama.
Avatar
What?
Piglet, are you going to enter the contest? For the giveaway. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, we only have one person enter. which is kind of a shame. I was really hoping before I made this thing so high, you had to have 20 people watching the show. But today it seems like it'll be kind of a quiet day. So, congratulations, Il. You are going to be the. I'm going to get your information after the show. You're going to be the owner of a new green dragon, a large green dragon painted by Goblin's Warlord. I'm going to go ahead and jump Winter real quick and make another little shout out. Save away. Now, what would you guys like to do now? Let's go back to roleplay.
Rest. Let's
Rest.
go regroup.
First off,
Sleep.
Regroup.
check that
Find
there
a
are no.
shelter and rest in that order.
Yeah, and also look out for monsters or whatever.
There
Like
was-
those things in the ceiling.
Uh-huh.
I
There
don't
was
remember.
a
the
room
ones you-
we
you wanted
barricaded
to raid.
ourselves in.
Yeah, we wanted to hunt the nothing. The nothing to. We did.
Yes.
Yeah. And maybe
That,
it's
that
tasty.
sounds good. Right now,
And
find
this
that
elf
room
guy
we
was
locked
pretty
ourselves
grossed
up
by
in.
Yes.
that, I think.
So
So
let's find some shelter and rest. That's
What's
the
his-
plan.
Take that room we barricaded ourselves in last time.
Yeah.
The same one.
The big
I don't know.
I remember
You know a lot of these fun
Player,
drinking games. I
but
remember
not
that.
the actual.
you
There's
need to
name.
stop drinking. Not completely, but quarter less, man. Can drink in the future,
Here's
Drunk
Craigmore Castle, if you
anything
guys
for
remember.
days.
and that's admirable. That
Good.
is commendable.
So where are we?
You're in
Where are
section
we?
8.
Okay, in the middle.
In the altar.
Right in the middle.
Say, actually, well, no, let's just say you guys came at the entrance in section 1. Or palm
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
entrance.
I think we barricaded ourselves like over last
No,
time.
it actually we barricade ourselves like in here, I think.
In
And
the
then
beginning, it was there.
it was here
Uh-huh.
and then here and here, I think.
Passed
There.
out.
Six.
That wasn't.
Pretty sure
Let-
that's
let's
a
go to-
concussion,
let's
and
go
I
to
have a
six.
headache, and I'm
There are-
hungry, and
there
I'm
are
getting
beds.
mad. Let me.
Yes.
Beds?
Yeah, we're
Beds.
needing some
Yeah, there are
beds.
beds.
Okay, good. Beds. Go.
And barricade ourselves. And also, I'm watching the ceiling to see movement. Want me to roll perception?
In
Yeah,
one moment,
because
I want to
you.
get a picture of where you guys are.
Yeah, because you never know.
I'm
Being
gonna-
all very scrolling on the.
No, the tentacle thing. We
Nothing.
can eat it.
Nothing
Yeah,
is not in the Craigmore Castle. That's underneath the
Oh yeah.
Red Brand hideout.
I don't know. Maybe an
No,
sparrow.
but there was another
Yeah, there
crawling
was a-
thing. on
Yeah, there was
thing
another
there.
thing crawling here. I
There
remember.
was something,
We
yes.
had the shifter.
Oh, yeah, but we eat.
It-
Eat.
They are, you know, they could be here.
You know what I want to do to that motherfucker?
Murder
Actually,
it?
yeah, but he have issues about because he killed
Oh
Salazar.
yes. Oh,
Need a paper.
Going
You think
to.
So
You
let's,
should know
let's
how to
take a
hold
look
a grudge.
around, then
Okay.
sleep.
I'm
You
going to
should know
use
how
my
to hold a
last
grudge.
first level
Yeah,
spell.
but he killed Salazar.
last
Oh, by the
spell.
way,
Okay,
Salazar
go
is
ahead.
dead.
Okay,
Yeah,
continue.
I-
Just one
I
second.
know.
Alright. So, we're gonna be looking around.
Do you want me to
Any
roll
threats?
perception too?
I guess
Nothing?
Good berries.
All right, so we have good berry cast, and you guys are rolling perception to see if you see anything on the ceiling. And last time they were there, they saw this
Creepy crawly.
what was almost like a thing that crawled on the roof and jumps down at you to attack you. It's called a grick. And the
Yeah,
grick
they
thing
do.
almost
Great.
killed it, but it was able to get away and hide in a corner somewhere.
great. So I
But
swear.
that's the only thing that you would call leaving in the
Yeah,
place.
everything we kill.
Yeah,
feel
anything
like-
else? We're looking around for that. I kind of on edge because last time we killed, so want to make sure we're safe and can sleep.
Okay.
Sleep, sleep.
For that, I cast good berries and give a good berry to each us.
The berry.
A good berry is a good berry.
It heals
It's
you a
yummy.
little, and also
Yes, of course it's
and
yummy.
also fills your
Good.
stomach like you.
Good.
Magic.
Well,
It gives you
yeah.
full nourishment, and it heals you 1 hit point.
Ah,
Well,
keep the spot, my dude.
I'm not mad anymore. Still tired.
I'm
I'm not
sad.
mad.
Yes, but fed. We're all
Yeah,
tired, but
yeah,
now
but I
we're
get
fed.
moody when I get hungry.
I know, I know.
That's why I'm a good fighter, because I'm always mad.
And
You
you're
know,
like-
you
So
should
like
really
Hulk.
consider looking out for, I don't know, like a tribe of barbarians. Those guys get their strength when they get angry. You know? Maybe you can overlap some things. I'm not telling you how to live your life, just
Well,
throwing
I've
that
been
out.
spending a lot of time with Druid over here, so I was thinking Ranger so I could get a little.
Okay, so what you guys have done
You
so
know, I
far?
can hunt animals for food, hunt goblins and bugbears, and
Dragons. Really?
What did you roll for
let's
investigation?
Not, let's not
Did you do an investigation or perception?
perception,
22? Nothing in the entrance.
but we're looking around.
We came in.
We're
the
walking
sides?
around.
Yeah.
Alright, so
we're
you're walking around the
walking
sides of the
in
castle.
and,
There's
you know,
nothing on the outside. Everything seems like a normal. It doesn't seem like anything. You see a burial mound where you had burned and then buried the
Salazar?
remains of Salazar. Everything seems
Did,
quiet.
did a little
But not
of,
eerily
of
quiet.
Arthur's spores. Nope.
Where you had put the different spores, they have grown.
He made a circle around.
Okay, around the burial.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would see that those have grown in the time during it's now spring. They have grown abundantly now. The mushrooms have grown abundantly. No mushroom
It
things
could
are
be
walking
ferns,
around.
right?
He needs,
Like-
he needs a proper tombstone.
Like, what kind of spores do you have anyway? Because like ferns,
You know-
they also reproduce spores. I
You know-
remember right.
I never fully investigated the mushroom. Because you know, my is just them.
You just spread the
Yeah,
spore.
Okay, so who's doing first guard?
Who's doing
So
first
you're
watch?
explaining something that
Yes,
you are not
first
quite
watch,
sure what
sorry.
are you.
Pretty
Is it-
responsible if you ask me.
Is it a bit too much if we ask Prosu?
Yeah,
Okay,
Can
I'll
you
do it.
repel?
I'll do it.
Okay. Croesus, by the way, you notice there's two more people that you haven't seen before. There's another wizard, a man that
Oh yeah, those guys.
Oh yeah,
those
we
guys.
haven't.
Yeah, he's
So he has a wizard.
and
There's
also
that.
there is cousin
Oh,
and
the
Julia
guys.
and Mister.
I think you can tell the family
You are-
resemblance.
you were
They're
our
both
employer,
short
but
and bearded
seriously.
and
you
Yeah.
stuff.
you need to put your stuff together. Whole Drow thing. Deal with that.
that's what I needed your help for.
Yeah, but
You
could
needed
you
our help.
You could have warned us or something.
Yes.
also?
I was not expecting that to happen.
What were you
None of us were.
expecting?
None of us knew what to expect. Spellforge hasn't been open for the last 300 years. Almost,
Inside
I think
check.
actually 1,000 years.
Can I inside check?
That's
15,
my mood
12,
store.
17?
Right? He seems to be telling the truth.
What about the other guy? The wizard.
Nundro, the
Yeah.
dwarf.
No, the wizard.
The wizard is the one talking.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
And
How about,
what about
his
the
cousin?
dwarf?
You know that something like that may happen?
Of course not. I was just scouting the cave to find the entrance and then get it, but we were attacked, as I told you before. We were trying to get this open. I was waiting for my brothers to come. Where is Gundren?
Is that
No,
Yeah,
he's not.
no,
He's in
Godred
Vandalen.
is in
Godred is in Vandalen.
No, that's not
Who
the one
was the
who's
one
dead.
that
Who's the guy
died?
What is
Thornton.
going on?
Thornton.
Oh
Yeah.
well,
Thornton
it's
died.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
all not.
It's in
it's not
Vandalen.
No
the same.
offense, but it's kind of
What?
hard to tell them apart.
Yeah. Family.
All
like,
dwarfs look alike.
No. Since you are
That's
family,
not
you.
what we said. I mentioned the family resemblance.
You are
Trying to
going.
argue.
Tell you.
Don't piss a dwarf, please.
I mean, we're not saying this in a racist way. You look a lot like each other because you're family.
That's so insensitive.
Yeah, you all look the same.
Come on, man, it's not like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Huh?
What?
Yes.
Let's go to sleep then.
Yeah.
First, are you later?
Oh,
I want to take a watch with
not
Dalen.
Okay.
I want to.
So first watch. Who's doing first watch? Let's go ahead and
So
jump to
this-
that. Roses is doing first watch.
Like
First
Roses
watch.
is taking one for the team.
Like the good old
Like it's the
times.
second time.
Just Roses by himself. Would you like to talk with
No,
the
I
with the
want
other wizard?
to.
Oh.
Huh? Yeah.
So Croesus and Iarno. Second watch. So you, by the way, guys, it's like early evening now. So it's getting around 8 o'clock.
we do for what?
I do.
Okay, quick question. Can everybody hear us?
Mm-mm.
I want to double check everybody can hear us if we're talking too low. Can you guys hear everybody's voices?
Hello there. Oh yeah. We're doing second
Hello.
watch.
Ew.
Hey,
Okay, so he can hear us when we speak up. But if we're just talking to each other, like chatting, he doesn't pick us up.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
One second, I might have to. Let me see if I can change something on my Yeti mic, make it less sensitive. Might be an issue. I have 2 filters on it. Noise gate. Let's go ahead and do that one. All right, guys. Everybody, I want everybody to talk now.
talk.
Okay, okay.
Stop.
Talk.
Meow.
Meow.
I'm really loving the subtitle.
Can you speak, May?
Meow. I don't know. I was complaining about needing
Okay,
sleep.
I think they can hear us now.
Alright, good.
Okay.
All right, this should be better now. I've taken off the noise gate because before we were in a loud place. But this noise gate should be good. We might hear a little bit of a fan though, unless I turn it off.
Don't.
Actually, is this fan still running? Yes? Okay.
Is it?
Do you guys want more air?
Yeah, it is.
I could use more air myself. Where's that little remote?
It
It's
was
right
around-
beneath my stuff.
Let me turn it on. I'm starting to sweat.
Jesus.
Too much?
Jesus Christ.
We're not complaining.
I'm
Good
okay.
for me.
We're not complaining.
Fresh.
Okay, yeah. No, it's going in the air, so it's hopefully it's coming around like this. Okay, excellent. Hear fan, but it's not that annoying. Okay, I don't want to hear the fan. Now you shouldn't hear the fan as much. Maybe.
I think
Maybe
they meant
that
that
one.
one.
Maybe you're hearing that one.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
closer to the
Yes.
mic.
I
Exactly.
think it's.
This one's really loud though. So okay,
Well,
let's
yeah,
just
it is
continue.
louder.
So second watch is who? So 8 to
Arthur and
8 to
me.
11 is second is
Arthur
first.
Darling.
Can we role play something?
Sure.
Hey, Dalen. How?
Tell me.
Yeah, I was wondering.
What?
You know what I can
The what?
the boomstick.
Oh, the loud thing that you use in combat.
The-
Ah, yeah. What about that?
I got it from a man in a bar while I was drunk, winning a bet over him. I didn't know if he was a human
Yeah.
or maybe a short elf or maybe a tall dwarf.
Maybe you were just very drunk.
Probably that was the thing. Thing is that I've been trying to figure this thing out to make it more powerful I don't know. Sometimes it gets stuck, and I have to fix it. And it came with this little book, but it's in a language I don't understand.
Oh,
I show it to Elincia and she didn't recognize it, but I think you understand
Did you?
another languages that we didn't know. So can you check it out?
well, yes, of course.
Maybe you can read it. It has a lot of illustrations, and that's. Does he recognize something?
Interesting. Can't read it. No.
What book are you talking about?
The
No.
manual of the gun.
Okay.
You know
What you see is you see like what looks like chicken scratches. You see illustrations of his armor or his gun, in the different pieces of it. But yeah, it seems in a language that. What languages do you know?
I know Darvish, Common, Druid, Undercommon.
So yeah, you don't have any clue what it's saying at all.
Any chance? Because you know.
No. Well, it has, as you said, it has a lot of illustrations
Yeah, I mean-
here.
I don't know.
Maybe the people in my town could use it to make like one of those
Actually, you know.
weird things you use.
I've been using this thing for a long time. I think I can now replicate this thing.
So,
I just need
what do you need this for then?
someone did this for someone that was not intended to be me. I get this by chance. I'm afraid that one day they are going to come back and they are going to say something like, hey, that weapon was meant to be a secret, or not for you, or not for
So-
your people, or we're just assholes and we don't want the technology to go.
After you
So-
just pretended to be royal family of Neverwinter, you're telling me you stole that thing, and that what you did in the past are going to come back at us.
Maybe not at you, maybe just me.
You're
What?
so dead now.
Maybe just me, but maybe if you don't recognize that language and you're a dwarf and Elise is a half elf and I'm a human, that's like most of the world I know. Humans, dwarfs, elves, maybe some tieflings. So, yeah, maybe. I don't know, that guy was a wizard and came from another reality or something like that, and he lost this thing and he's not going to miss it ever, and I'm scot free and I can sell this technology. Or I don't know.
Just push him.
I want to give this to people, you know? Not just keep it for myself, but if that's going to be my complete undoing, but I don't know.
You can bludgeon him or something.
I actually find
Yeah.
very amusing the fact that your gun came with an instruction manual.
Yeah, right?
It came with a guarantee policy. So.
Also, is he awake?
He's awake. He's the first watch.
Ah,
You're waiting to sleep. I think May's probably passed out, but
what do you think?
Yeah.
Give me the book.
Me also.
Here,
we
you
neither
can
really
have that
sleep.
back.
Do you
Yes.
recognize any of these languages?
I know Common, Elvish, Darwish, and Goblin.
you do not recognize it.
No, I don't
No?
recognize it at all.
No.
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. The guy was from
Well.
another.
I just really hope that whatever it has been, leave us alone for now. We don't need any more trouble.
I mean,
Y'all let
You-
me
you
And if that
sleep.
trouble comes,
you dwarves know how
I'm
to
gonna
do
kick your corpse.
Oh my god!
whatever you have to do to my corpse. No. I don't know if there is going to be a corpse, to be honest. Maybe.
He can make sure of that.
Yeah.
Also, maybe your people, when you go back, maybe you can bring me and we can study this thing more and make more of this.
Well, yeah, maybe. They
You
are,
dwarves like different weaponry, right? Different kind of weapons.
well,
not-
it
not-
has a lot of metal weapon, a lot of metal parts.
Yeah, and a
And
little
my
bit of
people
wood.
are very skilled smiths.
I think I have the necessary tools to make a few, but not like, a lot.
Hmm.
Like if you are forging, I don't know, like a lot of swords, and you have a lot of blacksmithing, you can make them quickly. But if you only have one blacksmith, he will take a lot to make that same amount of swords, right? Same thing with this.
Okay.
I think I have the ability now, but not that many.
Well, we'll see then. But first, let's get some rest.
Yeah,
And let's stay away of the Drow.
yeah. Thank you for your input. Also, I don't trust your cousin, but he's your cousin, so a pointer.
Well, I can't stop trusting him. His family. But yeah, he was a fool. We all were.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go back to sleep, huh? Yeah. To sleep.
Hmm. What?
I am sleeping.
Oh my God, Maya is sneezing again.
All right. So let's go ahead and start our watches. So we have first watch. I haven't got to figure out who all the watches are. I have second watch is Arthur, and then third watch is you.
No,
Arthur and Dalen together.
second watch, and I don't know who's going to.
All right. So you guys haven't even started your watches. You guys, you're keeping everybody awake, talking to him.
I am taking the third one, I guess. I'll take third watch with her.
Okay. So third watch will be Lynthia and May.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys want to do 3 watches? Yeah?
There must be 4 watches.
Okay, I'll take the last one.
Okay, so you'll be
Nandrin,
awake
I want you
in
to
the morning.
take forward also.
Also,
With me.
did we level up?
Not yet.
Okay, no
Some
problem,
of us need
cousin.
some sleep here.
Please.
I don't know
Gonna
much
start
what I can
throwing
do,
my
but I'll
boots
keep my
at
eye
you.
out.
That's what you need to do. If anything happens, just scream like an elf. No offense intended.
Thank you.
None taken.
All right. Well, during the first watch, let's see. Okay. During the first watch, is there anything you would like to talk about, Croesus, with Iarno?
Yeah, who are you?
Okay. I am a member. Oh my gosh. It just went out of my head. Can I see the back of your sheet? Your second sheet, May.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Lord's Alliance.
Lord's Alliance, thank you. I'm a member of the Lord's Alliance. I was sent to investigate Van Dalen and some wrongdoings that were happening there, and my investigation sent me to Wigakokeu.
So,
And that's where I was found. I found it was littered with undead, and I was not able to make it through myself.
and you found Barton.
Well, I found Nundro, but we were unable to go any further. I found him he was injured with a broken bone, and so I stayed with him and kept scouting as far as I could in different directions, but every direction I went, there was another danger.
Okay.
But yes, I do need to get back to Neverwinter as quickly as possible
Okay.
to report what I found. And of course, the rise of the Drow, who I believe said they were going to go to Van Dalen to attack it.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on you.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
I'll keep an eye on you.
You sound like a friendly one.
Like what?
You know Iarno, you guys were looking for Iarno. And you heard he might be in Redbrand Castle, but you never found him there.
Okay.
You heard he had been snooping around not Redbrand Castle's Redbrand hideout, and now Tressendar Manor, which is now the university, but they never found anybody by the name of Yarno or anything. He just seemed to have vanished. That's the last you heard of him. And so now he's shown up here in Wave Echo Cave.
Okay, I will keep things.
I'm sorry?
Like this for now.
What?
I will keep things like this for now.
Okay, and yeah, you can see, I can't remember exactly what he said he looked like from the last time. But pretty much what you see is, you see that he has like a kind of robes. He has this intricate staff. That is obviously his spell focus.
Okay.
It's made of almost like crystalline glass, and with the on the top, it kind of like just has a obelisk type of rock. And that's about all you realize from him. He seems to be, from what you can tell, saying the truth. And what you knew from oh my gosh, I'm forgetting names too. From the guy you were going with, the big dude, who's now the mayor of Fandalen, he had told you that he was looking for his friend, Iarno,
Okay.
and asked you to explore and look at the Red Brand hideout to see if he was there.
Yep.
So you found them.
He found Wave Echo Cave. Yes,
Okay.
and this is who he is. And what about you? What have you been doing? How did you just show up out of nowhere?
Well, I was just trying to learn some more powerful magic.
And how were you doing this?
Well, I was doing at what was going names?
You were training at the Magic University in Fandalen.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. So you were working with Homuncus, who was recently diseased.
Yeah.
I think that it makes you the director of the institute.
I think you're supposed to be a bad guy now.
It's going to be very interesting now to see what happens to the town.
I am just like a double agent.
Well, and the hours seem to pass by as you see him go to his book, open his book, and begin to study spells. You can also during this time is when you can study spells too. Who has the Grimmer?
I haven't.
Okay. The time comes to the end, and you are able to pass it on to Wake Up Arthur and Dalen if you want.
Okay. Like the book?
My book, yeah, here it is. Yes.
Which book are you talking about?
The good one.
Yeah, the primer from.
Well, you woke up and just gave him the book?
Oh, no, sorry. I think we were fast tracking, but yeah, wake me up.
Hey, wake up!
I'm not guilty. What?
Do you have that book, the Grimoire?
The from the asshole?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't look for it earlier.
I have his stuff and
Okay.
his book.
Give it to me, please.
And his head.
No, his head is decomposing back in the cave.
And his pants. I keep him. He
Also-
keeps that for you.
Also, do you need pants, my man?
No.
We have an extra here. Please,
No,
begging you.
Yeah, you
It's been
remember
months.
the Salazar's ones.
I'm telling you, his beautiful legs need to be displayed to the world.
Okay.
Alright, so are you going to...
I'm not going to wear any pants.
Please, at least wear underpants.
Yes, there's underpants.
That's all we ask.
You can't get otherwise you will get arrested. As soon as you are anywhere civilized.
Yeah.
And you'll make everybody else want to die. So, alright, you have gone back to... Are you going to sleep or are you going to stay up and study this book?
I'm going to stay awake and study book.
Okay. And you also wake up Dalen?
Huh?
Are you also going to wake
Also,
up Dalen?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going to
kind
give
of
him
for the
the
watch,
staff
right?
of common cost. Also,
Okay, can I see that?
yeah,
Because I
this
forget
is
what
what
staff that is.
the you just said unknown
The
staff.
unknown staff.
Just
Okay.
like that.
I have to
When-
look it up, I can't
We
remember.
need to
Also-
identify it.
You have the medallion of the time that we took from him.
Oh yes. Do I?
Yeah, I pass it to you like that last session.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also keeping the 50 gold though.
Of course, because I'm giving that stuff to this lady, I think.
Who did you get the staff from?
From
Hammond
to
Coast.
Terry's, yes.
From who?
Hammond
Common
Coast.
Coast.
From the coast. Okay.
Yeah, he used a staff and now I have it. And now Curses have it. He has like 2 maybe? Or I don't know what's
have
your
2 right
focus.
now. Yes.
Maybe you can sell it in the Wizard Black Market? I don't know.
Maybe you can use it.
Yeah.
All right. So, you have. So you're going to stay up and study. It's now Dalen and Arthur and Croesus that are awake.
Still tired.
Yeah. And we have the conversation that we just had.
Okay. So I'll prepare my spells.
Also, we level up in this moment, right? In the long
No.
rest. Josh?
I'm sorry. Yes, go ahead.
We level up in this long rest, right?
Yes, you are now leveling up. You are going to be level 6.
Yay!
You'll be level
Okay.
6, so you get to level up, get your hit points. You're going to have your hit points. If this is a full rest, you're going to have your hit points all the way back to full. Have all your spells, everything else. Some of you could prepare spells. Other ones, you can read spells. How long does you have to read to learn a new spell?
It's on the book. There's,
Yes.
I think it's a full rest. A full
Uh,
long rest.
No,
To learn a new
I
spell.
think it depends on the spell level and your arcana checks and things like that.
Oh, that's going to be fun. Okay, so I'm going to let you roll for those in just a minute.
I don't remember. It's in the player's handbook.
Okay.
Don't remember the exact rules.
Player's handbook is here. I have all my books next to me now. I never had that before. Before I was always like asking everybody to get the books for me. All right. So let's see. Spells. As while you're doing that, 2, 1, 1. Dalen, Arthur, are you going to have any conversation?
Well,
We just did.
we just did the conversation about maybe I gave him the instruction
About
manual
his book.
of the gun.
The boomstick.
Oh, so you're doing this. That was before you rested.
Oh,
Now you guys have woken up again. You
maybe
did that conversation. That was the second rest, and now that was before the rest. You were keeping everybody awake, talking about this gun, and now everybody's. You had a couple hours of sleep. You've just woken up.
maybe
So, is there anything
I
you'd
would
like to
like
talk
to-
about now?
I would like
Croesus
to
is
try-
also awake.
I would like to try to use my Tinker's tool to try and make an explosive arrow.
You're going to try to. Okay, so you now have tinkering abilities, right?
Yeah.
You've
With
kind
the
of
level
figured out. You kind of deciphered these pictures to figure out how
I would
to.
like to think that Arthur just get confident enough to do that.
With the explosives, okay. So you're going to try to make it. You're
One,
going to try to
just
tinker one arrow.
One explosive arrow,
All right.
just to test.
Let me go ahead and get your. Where are? Can I see your things that you have to roll?
Yes.
I'm
It
still
is
learning
not here.
spells.
It's not here, but
Should be here in this right here.
uh-uh.
All right, tinkerers. Tinkerer. Prior on proficiency, you are going to figure out how to make. All right, you may use them to craft ammunition at half the cost, repair damaged firearms, or even draft to create new ones. All right, so I'm going to have you roll a tinkerer's check.
Okay.
So
With
crafting, that's going to be
with
using your
advantage
proficiency.
or straight.
No advantage. You're just going to use your proficiency.
Okay.
So that would be, I believe, dexterity. Probably. Would it be dexterity? Would it be
I think it would be.
tinkerers? I believe is intelligence, probably. So I'm going to have you roll your intelligence plus your proficiency.
Okay. So that would be 9 plus proficiency. That would be 15.
15. All right, you are tinkering around with the explosives, using a little bit of the powder that you have.
Just to make one.
Yep, use just a little bit of the powder you have. Try to put it inside of like a ball or a little bulb or something like that.
Just to hollow the head
Mhm.
put the explosive and the trigger there, and put the body of the arrow to connect everything.
As you do that, you don't know how you did it, but you've seen how the powder's reacting with the gun that you're with your boomstick, and you realize, okay, what if I put it? What if I put this ball? And what if I made this ball and put it in an arrowhead and made something like that? And then you make something. Nothing explodes on in your hand, but you have an arrow in front of you.
Oh,
This is the beginning of a good thing for me. Not for the world, but for me.
You don't know if it's worked or not.
Yeah. Let's test this in the morning. I put it
Okay.
in with my stuff safely. By the way, I took the arrow from May's Squibs. Yeah, I stole one of May's arrows. You were snoozing.
And I was snoring my butt off, so yeah.
Okay, so are you guys gonna have any conversation with Croesus? Dalen? Arthur?
Yeah, what you been up to, man?
Do I have to explain myself again?
You were studying in the school of the
And I'm studying right now, so don't bother me.
movie.
Ooh.
What is this?
Somebody came back with an attitude.
Been missing you, man. Been missing you. Stupid arrow fit up. Screws this.
Okay.
Just gonna meditate and prepare my stuff.
Just gonna meditate. Alright. You are going to start trying to take out a pin that you still have in your pack, and you're going to try to start copying some of these spells.
Okay.
As you're reading through the spells, these are the spells that you read. You see that it has some cantrips. Control flames.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
You can't just take them down yet.
Okay.
It's gonna take a while to figure out to choose. You see that it has control flames, mending, read magic. You see that those are cantrips. First level spells you see it has detect evil and good, identify, sleep, and Undine's hold portal, which is unfamiliar to you. Second level, arcane lock, bowl strength, continual light, darkness, detect thoughts, hold person, infravision, knock, levitate, locate object, magic mount, protection from arrows, or you have one called Midal's missile shield. Rope trick, see invisibility. Third level, blink, dispel magic, dispel silence,
oh,
Fireball.
Use that.
fly, forget, Leomund's tiny hut, lightning bolt, magic circle, remove curse, slow, tongues, and water breathing. Fourth level, arcane eye, or it's actually written Treb's eye. Charm monster, confusion, dimension door, fire shield, greater magic weapon, minor globe of invulnerability, polymorph, self or other, and it's actually written as Quantol's morph. Fifth level.
Okay.
This is a very powerful book, you realize. Bigby's Hand, Bowgentle's Fleeting Journey, Cone of Cold, Hold Monster, Pass Wall, and Wall of Force. And that is the end. And there's some more empty pages if you wanted to write more spells, but this book is chock full of books from one of the greatest wizards you've heard about. Bowgentle was a famous wizard. He was in the time of Cyril. His name was Cyril Bowgentle, and he was half elven adventurer who was quite renowned many hundreds of years ago. And his apprentices wrote this book as pretty much an amalgam of all the stuff he had done, the good things he had done, and this is his book. So, are there any spells that you would like to try to copy? I believe you can copy one per night.
Maybe detect evil and goodness. Or something like
Okay.
that.
That would be a detect evil. Let's see, detect. That's first level spell. So yeah, you'll be able to copy that one down if you want to write that into your spell things to check evil and good, and you can write that down. You will be able to copy that by the time you go back to sleep. All right. Your rest during this time. While he's copying, he's meditating, and I'm not sure you're tinkering.
Yeah.
During this time, you do hear something. Something kind of popping around and sneaking around outside. Actually, what room are you guys in? That is a good question.
We were in. Do you have the map?
It was right here. It's down here. No?
Nope, I think Josh has it.
Yep. I think you found
I do have it, excuse me.
Okay.
You guys, which room are you guys in?
I think we were in this one, right?
Just tell me the number.
In the 14?
I guess, yeah, probably 14.
It was
because
in the
it's the
14,
biggest
right?
one.
With the bed?
Okay, you were in 14. So you're in the top right hand corner part of the room, which was used to be Clark's room. So
Yeah.
there's still a bed in there and everything else is in there. It's kind of a fancier area. In 12, there's a bunch of bunks as well. So in this room here, there's a bunch of bunks where the hobgoblins used to
No, but
sleep.
we are together in
Yeah,
the.
we don't want to sleep in hobgoblin beds. Those guys stink.
Okay.
And
Well,
maybe-
right.
No, they.
Well, I don't care.
And maybe now their
Yeah.
beds wouldn't stink so bad.
Maybe, but still.
Still though, they have stains,
you-
like
you got
yellow
perfume.
stains maybe.
You really want to sleep where a hobgoblin slept?
You
You want to share a bed with a hobgoblin?
Did I ever talk to you about my ex?
Oh my gosh. We need to have this conversation later.
Yeah.
You hear a buzzing. I need you to roll perception check. All three of you.
Perception.
21.
Okay.
16.
Plus 4, 16 also.
Okay, excellent. You, all three of you, as you're meditating, you're looking, you're focusing, you hear kind of a buzzing.
What was that? Hey, girls,
It wasn't me. Okay.
there's an insect in here.
Where is it? Is
The
it
big one.
inside of the room or is it
And
outside
what?
of
Do
the
you
room?
want
You're-
me to kill that stuff?
You hear kind of in
No, I
another
don't want
room.
it to
because-
sting you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just keep an eye out.
Oh, you're gonna poke an eye out, and you see three things that you don't really like because you've seen them before. Three
Oh, the
sturges.
mosquitoes, yeah.
Oh yeah, they like maize blood.
There's
Watch out, mate, because there is those things that like your blood. I think they are the same. They follow us to the surface.
With the teleportation stuff.
How did they get here?
They teleported with us.
Oh, fuck that.
Sturges. This is the sturge. So he sees three of these things
Oh my
flying
God.
around, like little half bats, half mosquitoes. Are you gonna shoot at them?
Does anyone have something that makes less noise?
Yes,
I have-
we do.
Oh,
You have two archers
yes.
here.
If you want to wake them up, there's three of them. You know that when you attack them before, they usually die within one hit because they're like mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Leyland, can you shoot something to... I don't want to wake them up.
I take out my sling.
You sling?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll an attack.
And you get a natural one.
The
And I
self
hit the Lindsay.
Why me?
Why not you?
Yes. So that's an 18.
Oh.
Good.
That
Plus
would be racist.
4. So it was 5.
The dwarf
That's
hitting the elf.
23.
23. You
Yes.
definitely hit it. How much do you hit it for?
3 plus 2.
5?
5 damage.
All right. It explodes.
Just like that.
As it explodes, it just one of them goes down. Right. There's two more. And then they turn and come zooming in. Roll initiative. You three.
Okay.
And then when we wake up, they are all dead.
One.
And it's all covered
One?
in blood.
Right.
12.
12.
Four.
Right. They rolled a 19.
3.
Oh.
I hit a 4.
Shoot.
Okay, the Sturges are going to attack first Dalen.
Yeah.
Alright, it looks like I rolled a 17, 20. So they're able to come in and get onto you, and it's going to do a... What is it? 2? Alright, 2 plus 3, so it's going to be 5 points of damage. 5 points of damage, and... Actually, it's not going to attack you, excuse me. It's not going to attack you yet. It's going to come up to you and it's going to attach itself to you. And then you feel that suddenly its prong goes into you.
Oh my god.
Ew. That's so
Yeah, that's
gross.
disgusting.
Piercing damage. And that's okay, it does attack, excuse me. It attacks you, you do 5 points of damage, and then it's attached to you now.
Yep.
So it comes in and just puts this point like a big, long, prolonged proboscis, and just
Ew.
pokes into you and starts sucking your blood out. The other one comes after you.
Sure.
So, I have 5 damage, right?
8, 9, 10. Okay, it completely misses you. It comes down at you.
Yeah. Going to pull out one of my daggers.
Go ahead, Dalen. Oh no, excuse me. Who got 12? Arthur, go ahead.
Oh.
It has not been able to attach to you or
I
hit
want to
you.
stab it with the dagger.
Okay, go ahead and try to hit with the dagger.
Natural one.
And
Oh
then
my
you
god.
You stab yourself.
You
that.
poke yourself and it notices the blood. And
Oh,
it becomes
no.
more frenzied.
Something went wrong
How
here.
many of them there are?
Oh my
More
god.
like mosquitoes, giant bat mosquitoes. Okay, it is now... Who has higher dex?
What?
What's your dex? Your dexterity.
3.
3? What's yours?
2.
Alright, you go first.
I'm going to cast Chill Touch on... How many of them there
There's
are?
2 of them.
2 of them.
Yeah, the one who is attached to this guy.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, what do you want to attack cast?
Chill Touch.
Chill touch? Okay, so you're going to run up to it and just touch it with your cold fingers. Alright.
These
freeze.
are
Who's got cold fingers?
2d8.
Okay, 2d8, go ahead.
That's 11.
Alright, it just kind of freezes and it kind of shatters into pieces
Okay.
as you just kind of freeze it and then crush it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Alright, there's one more. I think there's one more left.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the one I missed.
Go ahead,
My
Dalen.
turn. Blink. And that's 9 plus 5, that's 14.
Alright, that hits. That hits, yep.
And that's 1 plus 2, that's 3 points of damage.
Alright, and it explodes. And everything goes quiet. The buzzing stops.
Mm.
Nobody's woken up.
Back to sleep.
A little while passes after that, and you notice that it's time to change a watch.
So that would be me.
Yeah.
And I'm still asleep.
So the next person up would be Alencia.
Yes.
Alicia, you're up.
Yeah, did something happen?
Mosquitoes.
Nothing.
Mosquitoes, but
Yeah.
they come from Main's blood, so and I stabbed myself.
Oh,
You know this, the usual. Also, I have a surprise for you girls.
I knew you were clumsy, but that's
Good morning. I'm tired.
okay.
I just have my tail prepared. Back to sleep.
Okay, so Alencia, is there anything you'd like to do during your rest?
My God, I don't know. Maybe think about what I knew about my dad.
Okay. Well, there's not much you can research here.
No, but just think about it.
All right. Would you like to think out loud, or are you just going to?
No, I'm like resuming the whole stuff.
Would you like to talk about it a little bit, so
Yes.
everybody knows what you're thinking about?
You know,
Yes.
this is in her head, but
Yeah.
for the others.
So thinking out loud, what are you thinking about?
I think Theris was the one that told me about that she met some guy that resembled me a lot. I think she mentioned something about some that he used to travel a lot. Was in Everwinter for a festival. He stayed at the House of a Thousand Faces. There is said that my face looked a lot like him, so he might be my dad.
Especially your eyes.
Yes, I think it had something to do with some indigo sparkles on it. Yeah, right?
Some which part?
Indigos.
Yep,
right?
some indigo, huh? He had some kind of indigo, kind of shaded eyes.
Yeah, and well, mine I like more honey-like colored, but I think they got this kind of weird indigo color in the corners, right?
You can't recall the details because you do remember you were just attacked by assassins before you after that conversation,
Oh yeah.
and that's kind of taken over your thoughts as you remember the assassins attacking you and their black faces and trying to think about why they were attacking you.
Yeah.
And then how the people came to say you were the queen, or you were the princess, you were the princess. That was
Oh
what they were
yeah.
waiting for.
Yeah, that's because Arthur didn't want to disguise himself. I told
They were
him.
not supposed to pay attention to me. I'm asleep.
I told him, but no, he didn't want. So that's pretty much. I think that's pretty much why we got attacked. But I was thinking, in fact, about my dad. I guess I can't just blame him about getting my mom pregnant and then leaving, but it was kind of
Normal.
that was not really nice.
He went to pick up some cigarettes.
Well, no, because it was more like a one night adventure.
Oh, more of a
maybe
one-night stand.
some couple of nights adventure.
All right, so it was
Yeah,
like it was a
and-
fling.
And I really want to
Young
meet this
love
Gerald guy
and lust.
because I want to know who I came from and maybe blame him a little bit from getting my mom kicked out of the village with me and then condemning her to a awful death in the sewers. Yeah,
Yeah, revenge is sweet.
I was too little to remember it, but my foster mom told me, so I don't really know how I'm going to react when I meet him.
If you meet him.
Yeah, but I want. And maybe not, I don't know.
You did hear that he was in Waterdeep.
Yes. Yeah, so maybe we can go to Waterdeep someday. But just avoid getting close to Neverwinter for a while. A really big while, you know.
I mean, revolutions can last forever, right? Right?
Well, yeah, but there might be still some assassins looking for
Also, I'm
us.
asleep. Why am I talking to
Because you're crazy.
you? Yeah, I'm talking in my sleep.
Yes.
Oh, you sleep talk.
I poke Arthur.
Oh, good. Okay. More mosquitoes?
No, just go to sleep.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You were
Mosquitoes.
talking asleep.
Yeah, revenge is sweet.
Yeah.
All right. So your time goes by. Oh, never mind. As you're thinking and lost in your thoughts, go ahead and roll perception.
Not again.
More mosquitoes.
Please, not again that.
Mama
guys.
bugbear.
Oh, no.
Mama old.
No, that bitch is gone. That bitch is gone forever.
4 plus 6.
Oh,
That's
we're
a
sorry.
9.
I keep messing them up.
The owl bears.
Sorry, Mama Owlbear.
I got a 9.
So
Okay.
you're not gonna notice anything until it kills me next watch.
Alright, so you are just sitting there by yourself and thinking about, the past and how you'd really like to get your hands on your father's neck.
Yeah, sort of.
The door, I don't think you guys ever closed the door. Did you guys close the door?
We barricaded it.
Yeah, the whole
Barricaded.
point was
Wait,
to
wait.
barricade ourselves in
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
That's the first thing
Yeah.
we did when
Yeah, we
You're
looked
right.
around the whole.
You hear kind of a
We looked around Salazar Castle, then we barricaded ourselves.
you think you
in.
hear like a thump
On the
But-
door.
on the door. You're not sure, like some kind of something thumping up against the door.
Kind
But
of like
no, just kind of like something's bumping up against the door. But you don't. Yeah, you're like whatever, because the door is barricaded and nothing seems to be moving outside the door.
things that
And
go
your
bump in
your
the
period
night.
passes. Your watch passes.
Okay, so I guess I'm just waking up late. After my period passes, of course. Actually, I didn't have to worry about it until now, thank you. So, hey May, wake up.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm sorry to wake you. It's your turn.
Alright.
And be
It's your
aware.
period.
It's your period
What?
now.
What have I started? What have I started?
What kind of black magic is that? Just like
potion
like
for
that.
a long time ago.
Holy
no.
That's why the staircase were after you.
ah.
Well, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
That's
your
something
turn.
I didn't
Alright,
know.
May,
Something
you are
on
finally
the door.
woken up. You feel rested.
Fine.
You've had a full 8 hours of sleep already. It's about 3 in the morning. So you could have time. You could probably like stretch and do your exercise if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You can wake up.
practice the weapons,
Or you can
sharpen them.
notice that Arto stole one of your arrows. And has it with him.
And so I'm gonna, just walk around a little. Try not to make too much noise.
With the armor clank, 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 clank.
Are you in your armor?
I
Did you
said
take it off?
try.
You probably took, you had to take it off to sleep. Well,
Usually, yes.
so I guess you're out of your armor, just walking around in your jammies or something like that, right?
I guess kind of. Yeah.
All right. So you're under armor, just walking around there.
My Under Armour. I like that.
You're under armor, and you're walking around outside, just kind of walking the edges. I'm guessing. Do you visit Salazar's burial place?
No, like I'm not really like outside.
Not outside,
No,
inside.
yeah.
We're in the room.
Yes, we're all taking turns to be awake and watch each other sleep like creeps.
So you're just sitting there. Then you're just kind of walking back and forth because the room's pretty small.
Yeah, so I'm just, trying to stretch,
Maybe
trying to.
you can do push-ups or squats.
And I
in a
believe
place.
And
Nundrum,
I'm just gonna be leafing my book as usual.
Nundro is also awake for this one. The dwarf.
Hey!
Do you always have to walk around? You're gonna wake somebody.
Listen, I know you're a small guy, but I like to stretch around once in a while. I'm sorry if that takes up room.
Who are you calling small?
Ooh.
I'm taller than you. Ooh!
Barely.
Still have better reach with a weapon, so I'm sharpening them now.
If only you could grow some hair like a true dwarf. Look at that short hair. What'd you do with it? Why'd you turn it green? What is this?
Alright, sit down. I have a story for you. Oh, sorry. Well, it all started a long time ago.
I'm sorry I asked. I'm sorry I asked.
I'm sorry. No, please.
And there was this elf.
Oh no, not one of these. I hate harlequins.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a funny story. Anyway, we broke up. He cursed me. That kind of thing.
Surprise, surprise.
Elves.
Yeah, who needs them?
Yeah.
And
Well,
meanwhile, Cross is.
I mean, he did kind of save our asses, but
I guess we could have
He
used them there.
also-
We need them sometimes, maybe.
He sneezes in his sleep.
But that necromancy is really unnatural.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of unnatural stuff around anyway, so I'm kind of getting used to it.
All right. During the sleep, nothing really goes on outside. Do you check outside the door?
No,
No.
but I'm just, staying close to the door. Weapons nicely sharpened
There are
and in
cracks
hand. Yes,
in
there
the ceiling?
is.
And you see the light is coming up, and it's now dawn is breaking. So you can get an early start heading towards Fondal or wherever you'd like to go.
So wake up.
Wakey wakey.
Take some bacon.
It's a beautiful day, Carter.
Yes.
Neither goes
Yeah.
over to Yano.
Also,
Come on, let's
also,
go.
May. Look what I did last night.
Why are you stealing my arrows? Hand it over.
It explodes now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I put some of the black powder I used for my thing inside your thing, and now your thing is going to explode when you throw your thing at.
I'm not sure.
Are we talking
how
about
that
arrows, right?
sounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
You shoot the arrow.
You know what I read
No,
normally,
she can
right?
go get that-
I
that
can
remember
think
that.
of a lot of ways to take what you said.
Basically, I made the head of the arrow explosive.
Oh my god.
So if you shoot it, don't shoot it at me, please. Maybe shoot it at crosses or.
What?
Lord never ever, please.
And he's just like holding it there and waving it around. If you touch it here,
Remember, this thing is pressure point. Like this doesn't explode. Like an impact, it will explode. So
Like this.
oh my god,
Careful with
these
this.
closed captions are
Can we blow
hilarious.
something up? Let's go blow something up. Let's blow something up.
don't worry. On the way, maybe there's goblins that try to assault us, and you can explode their houses. Or I don't know. Also,
Just blow
Elincia.
something. That's it.
Why
Alicia,
not give
I
me
can-
something
I
that
can
I
make
can
some
use
for
to
what
kill
you right
things
now,
and
you know.
not let me
Oh,
use
That
it?
would be nice.
Yeah, that's yeah.
yeah, I think I
A
got the grip of this
demonstration.
thing. So, what do you want to blow?
Let's go outside.
You can go look for that one monster thingy, that one
Oh yeah.
For
there
the
was-
owl
Are you
bear.
scratching the door?
There was something bumping on the door. Well, not bumping. I think it's not the word.
I think
The
you
Greek.
heard something at the door.
Yes.
Yeah,
are you gonna check
bumping
outside
at
the door?
sounds
Also-
like they're getting freaky with the door.
Here,
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I
here's
would
the
have
description
heard
for the
that.
exploding arrows.
oh thank you.
Yeah, maybe.
Bumping, you're
So-
having your periods. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy night.
Putting things in other things.
Yeah.
And blowing them up.
Yes, you have gunpowder in your thing.
Thank you.
I put your thing in your
That's all
thing
right.
and
Yeah.
Just write down.
Also, Elisa, when I make some for you, this is how they
I
go.
think you only made one.
Okay.
Yeah, just
No,
one.
there's just
Like-
one.
Like the test one.
It's the yes.
The
Okay.
test
It's
one.
a trial arrow.
So let's get out of here.
It did cost you some gold. I'm gonna have to find out how much gold it cost you.
I
But yeah.
think each one costs like. It depends, like from 2 to 10 gold. I don't know what kind of.
I'll check it out later. All right. So, where would you guys like to go? You guys need to discuss that. Yarno goes, I have to head to Neverwinter. Would you like to come with me?
No. We were hoping to go to Fandalin and raid his school and get everything from Hammond Coast.
Yes.
Because that nerd owes us money.
Oh well, maybe we actually need to go to
Well, we need to
Neverwinter.
warn Vandalin about
yeah.
the door,
Why
the
do you
Drow.
wanna go
Yeah,
to-
the Drow, they're
Yeah,
attack
you know
and-
this to see my friend Clarice, you know her.
yeah, but maybe we can send a message and she can cut the boss in Waterdeep.
Yes,
So avoid the whole fiasco over there.
yes, because of you. But yes.
And you.
Getting old. Getting tired of that one, but okay.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but he has the
And you.
he has the biggest
and
part
you,
of
I said.
fault. But he messed it up. Oh,
Oh, stop fighting and let's get breakfast.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
if you see anything that needs blowing up, please let me know so I can destroy it.
You know, shoot far, not close. Boom. Gets to
Well,
you.
we
You're
don't
ruining my
have
fun.
courage now.
And it-
And whatever we had in our cart is gone.
oh yeah, and the horses, poor guys.
You was, yeah, your character, yeah, everything does
I
okay.
could go
Bring it
for
back
some.
okay.
Yeah.
You looked everything there.
We need to pick that.
So wherever we're going, we're walking. So let's start now.
Fine. You know, I could go for some horse meat.
Why though? Okay, let's go.
I'm hungry.
So you keep saying. Do you have a good berry for the monster here?
So,
what?
You
know
do
the-
realize I have an explosive arrow that I could
Please.
use on you.
oh no.
And you
Can I
realize
have some
that
more water?
Please.
I made those, so you kill me, you don't get more of those.
Okay,
Hey,
fine.
hey,
That's
hey.
fair.
DM2. There's no
So
phone
someone
on
else?
Turn the fan back on.
Good.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Move this book. Oh, it's getting hot in here, huh?
Oh, well,
Yep.
we're,
Getting hot in here.
while we're traveling, I'll make some more good berries to feed the monster. Oh yes.
Dirty, sorry. Alright, so you guys got good berries, so you guys are well rested, you're going to be fully healed. You do not see the Grick during the night, it's well hidden, it doesn't all mess around, it seems like that.
Yes.
It might have been hungry,
Probably
but...
remembers us.
It
so
learned to
there's
fear
that.
us.
Yes.
And so now you guys...
How much time has it passed? Only one day?
It's been one... from that time you went there to left, I think that's when you left Vandalen, right?
Yeah.
Or left Neverwinter, right?
Yeah, Neverwinter.
So it's been 2 days, you're here,
Okay.
half moon.
Oh yes, I think
Good.
this was mine.
Thank you, Aldo.
Right, so one day, nearly, well, 8 hours have already passed since you left the Wayback Cave. And give me one moment, I'm going to go to the big map to figure out exactly how long it's going to take you to get back to town, but I think it's going to take you almost a full day to walk all the way to Vandalen. There we go. Alright, so to walk to Vandalen, they need to go from Craigmaw Castle, which is right here,
Salazar's castle.
Salazar's Castle, excuse me,
Thank you.
5 miles, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 miles. So they're going to have to walk 30 miles. It's going to take them another full day because they're walking. You have to walk through the jungle and you go through the path, or walk and get to the path and get to the main road and then walk there. You're going to be quite muddy by the time you get there. As you're walking, what's your troop order?
Marching order?
Yarno is going to take off, and he's like, I'm going to go ahead for Neverwinter. Is there any message you'd like me to leave?
Yes, to the Harpers. Wait, do we want him to know we are with the Harpers?
Of course not.
Okay.
What is it about the Harpers that you need?
Nothing, just to... If you...
I believe there's a Harper in Vandalen.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, never mind about that, just... If you see,
You
like...
do it.
Like, I don't know, there's problems over there, just send a message so we don't get there, and then... So
Well-
we move to Waterdeep, maybe?
Well, if you're going to Neverwinter and you see Lord Neverember, tell him I said hi.
Yeah.
I'll remember that.
Also, tell him about the Drow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that too.
Well, that's implicit, right? You're going to tell people about the Drow.
Of course. They are a new grave threat to the kingdom.
Yeah,
Which is a
They are
sword
going to
host.
send troops, right?
just make sure.
They are
don't
not going
forget
to
about
leave
that.
this hanging.
I'm not a commander.
But I suppose
Alright,
you're going to
so-
put the importance of the matter that we, as common folk, are not supposed to fight an army of Drow.
You could let
Right?
Lord Neverember know, and maybe the captain of the guard, just in case he forgets to tell her.
I will do that. And he begins trekking up northward. As you make it to
You're
the trail, one second here. I need to find something real quick. I need to remember the name I'm going to use. As you make it to the trail, you see a cart that's passing by. It seems kind of an ornate cart. I don't have it painted right now, so I'm just not going to show it. You see kind of an ornate cart as you come to the main Tribor Trail, which connects Tribor Trail connects to the high road further west. And as you get to the trail, you see this cart coming up on you, and a man with a kind of a big hat with a feather on it. He seems to be coming from the high road and heading maybe towards Tribor. You're not sure. And let's see.
He's coming like in front of us, or by the side.
Towards us or
Yeah,
behind
is
us?
he going towards Vandalen?
He's coming down the roadway. You guys haven't. He hasn't gone to the crossroads yet. You don't know.
Okay.
Maybe you guys think that guy can give us a ride to Fandalin?
Maybe.
We could try.
Do we want that? He seems a little strambotic with the hat and everything. Sure.
Yes, just ask him.
You have a green arm. I have green hair. He
Oh,
doesn't wear pants.
No shit. Quickly, wrap. Wraps. Put the arm in the
What?
wraps.
So
Yeah.
it's not like we're exactly discreet, you know.
Yeah.
So I whistle in his
He's
way.
always loud.
No, I'm not.
Going like,
You're being loud right now.
Well, of course not.
Yes, you are.
Right. So what would you
Want
like
me
to
to be
do?
loud?
I whistle
Well,
in
you're
his
gonna be loud.
direction.
Okay,
You're
then,
gonna do what?
then be loud
Whistle
and whistle
in
at
his
him
direction.
so we can get his
You're gonna whistle in his
attention.
direction.
Yeah, to catch his attention.
He looks toward you. You're just off the trail. He's coming toward you now. As he's heard you, and so he's thinking, "Oh, okay." And you see his cart. Good day to you.
Hello, sir.
Good day.
By any chance, you were heading to Fandalin?
Well, I've heard it's a rising town, but I haven't quite made it. Say, you look a bit familiar.
I don't think so.
No, I think I've seen your face somewhere.
No.
Well, actually, if you'd like to go to Fondalen,
Yeah.
you might find our faces there.
Yeah,
Yes.
well,
In the
in
middle of
Fandalin,
the
they
town
know
square.
us
We're kind of known there.
for a little bit. Yes.
And yeah, we like to go, and you know, we do. We still have free beer at the inn, right?
Yeah, forever.
Yes. So you can have one of our free beers if you want to come along.
Well, I suppose I could. Let's see. You know, I'm sorry. It's so rude of me. My name is Wyatt.
White?
Wyatt?
Wyatt. Yes.
Quiet.
Oh,
Quiet.
Why?
Wyatt.
Why, Wyatt?
For those of you that don't know, Wyatt was actually a real life person who played Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, this guy.
And after he died, because he was in a horrific accident and later ended up taking his life because he lost all mobility, his mother asked people around the world that play Dungeons and Dragons to put them into their games. So we have Wyatt the Traveling Minstrel. My name's Wyatt. Good day to you, sir. I missed traveling by, but you seem like you've been through a lot. Would you like to talk about it?
Well, yeah, but we can talk as we walk.
Yeah.
Go ahead and jump in the wagon with me.
We could talk at the end with a nice cold beer.
Well, yeah, of course. I love that.
I wouldn't mind a pug of ale. That sounds pretty decent, actually. And this is it's actually a really fancy, he's in a nice cart, not like the one you used to have. He's in something that looks like this. I'm going to show it on the camera because I don't have it painted yet. But this is the cart that he's riding in. It's not colored yet, but he's in a very fancy cart.
Yeah.
Nice detail on that.
So you can actually get inside and get and chat with each other and be out of the sun.
Yeah.
Oh,
ours
I
was-
could get used to this.
Oh, I feel like we
I'm
should be...
spreading out
You
right
know,
now.
I think I do recognize you. You are
Wait.
making a lot of friends in far places, it seems. So, can you tell me a story about Neverwinter? Why is this Lord Neverember so interested in a group of you fellows?
Oh, that's a really
kind
nice
of a funny
question.
story.
Yeah, Mike, why don't you tell us?
Yes, please.
Lord never what?
No, Lord Neverember.
Yeah, you know, like the leader of...
The leader of the Lord's Alliance and Neverwinter.
Funny story.
Yeah, why don't you tell us the story how you were a soldier for Neverwinter for like a month?
Okay, not a soldier. I was one of the guard.
Well, like
You
a
were a
contractor.
guard. Why are you wanted by Lord Neverember?
Ooh, that's kinky.
Ooh,
Wanted.
wanted!
That?
A very specific
He
word.
laughs.
Well, we kind of dated just once.
You dated the Lord Never. I did hear he's quite a flirt.
You have no idea.
Yes, I've heard from many people that it's best to stay out of his sight if you're a lady, and definitely to cover up.
Yeah, well, she did sew me into my dress just in case.
It seems like you made quite an impression on him, at least. But not just you, it seems you're all wanted.
What?
Well, at least Lady, I've heard it, there's the May who betrayed the guard,
What?
What?
and then there was, he knew this, there was another man, it looks kind of like you, but he had a hat.
I mean, what?
Well, not this, the wizard, I never saw any wizard in there, but it was just four of you, it seems. Four of you are wanted, it seems, for crimes against Lord Neverember and against the Lord's Alliance. It seems you are wanted, so
All because I didn't sleep with him?
it must have been more than that. It said something about murder.
About
Murder?
murder.
Well,
I
that,
may have cracked a rib,
that
not
my
murder.
good sir is a slang against our good names.
You apparently
Slander.
murdered 2 guards.
Wait,
Please,
what?
are you going to hurt me?
Oh.
No.
I wish I never said anything now. Oh my gosh, what am I talking about? Why am I even telling you? I should have went
Okay,
forward.
first off,
Okay, wait,
You're criminals.
we're not criminals and we're not going to hurt you in any way.
All I ever did was crack his rib a little.
Yeah, she
And
likes
he
to
kind of
play
deserved.
rough.
He kind of deserved it. You know what it's like having to be on a date where somebody has to sew you into your clothes so somebody else can't take them off. It's not exact. I mean, the food was amazing.
Yeah, it was. She brought some from all of us.
I know it was delicious, but it still wasn't worth it. That
But-
guy's a total sleaze.
From what I saw, there was the lady, but she was in a very nice dress. And
Why?
and then he pulls out a sheet, which of course I don't draw, and it shows you in a fancy dress, almost a ball gown.
Wait.
Schmancy.
Something that looks a little bit like this, yes. Something that looks a little bit like this. And then, of course, it shows, and then there was this, well, they said there's 3 of you, but one of them, they said they have accomplices. Maybe a dwarven accomplice, and it just shows a dwarf, a generic dwarf.
Generic dwarf? That even exists.
Like, you see, like, it's
No
just a
dwarf is
scruffy,
generic,
you see a
ever.
scruffy faced person, doesn't look anything like you. It looks like it could have been your, nobody related to you, but it's just a picture of a dwarf.
Look, this clearly is
Well, it's
Bruce?
definitely not
Well,
the same dwarf.
yeah.
Anybody
no.
could see that.
Also,
Besides, we
So-
have 2 dwarves here.
Did you kill those guards?
No.
And what do you want to do with me? I don't have much money.
we're not going to hurt you in any way, my
We
friend.
were gonna buy you a beer.
In
Well,
fact-
not buy you, but
Well, in fact,
Share
I
our
think
free
I
beer.
look pretty much like
What
this
you guys
lady.
were into?
I think all the things we have in common is just pointy ears. That's kind of racist.
Yeah, dude, not cool.
that lady has red hair.
Yeah,
Her hair's
she
not red.
is brown.
Mhm.
The color is not colored picture. It's
Oh.
definitely black and white picture.
Oh.
Sorry,
A
her
sketch.
picture was red.
Yeah, just imagine black and white.
Oh.
They don't have that kind of money to go out to you.
Right,
But
right,
their
right.
ward is for 50 gold piece per. 50 gold pieces per head.
Holy.
50 gold pieces, that's cheap.
Yeah, I think
I feel kind
Dead
of
or
offended.
alive.
Cheaper even.
cheaper. Yeah,
For real.
I
I
mean,
feel offended.
we can. I don't know, like make someone look like us and.
Croesus, darling.
Where have you been?
What are you guys doing? I
Having
feel
fun.
unsafe around you.
Having fun, you know?
Oh, come on, Croesus.
Like you didn't orchestrated a master plan that went off the trail.
Where
I
have you
think-
been? You look horrible. You look like you've been walking for days and you have mud caked all over your faces.
Well, it happens when you
Well-
travel the path of the traveler. You get muddy and sweaty.
I feel so pretty right now.
Apologies. I don't have any wash basin, unfortunately.
Yeah,
in
no,
this,
No, that's
in this.
that's
No,
fine.
don't
That's
worry
fine.
about that. We have
Could
stuff
we make
internally.
haste? We have urgent news to
Oh
deliver.
yeah, you
So
know
what's
that
happening in Vandalen?
we're getting
Nothing
invited by the
yet,
Drow.
but
Drow. And you
Yes.
want to go there?
no, we're trying to get people away before the Drow get there.
So you know,
Uh,
they
yeah.
don't die.
You
So
know,
where did you see the Drow?
evacuation and all that kind of
Like-
stuff.
Way back, okay.
He didn't need to know that. In a cave, my friend.
I see.
In the
Well,
cave.
way back, okay.
He
It's-
didn't need to know.
I've heard of some legends about something like that, but I don't know much about it. I do know that I do know news.
You do know what?
Well, news. I travel and share the news.
Oh.
That's what I do.
Oh, we'll share this news then. Drow are coming. Period.
They
That
want to
sounds
kill
bad.
all,
Grab your kids, grab your
all
wife.
our the surface
Yeah,
the surface
that's not
dwellers
good.
because they are bitter about their lives and stuff. So yeah, maybe don't go to Echo Cave.
Well, maybe I can drop you off halfway there so I don't become involved in that.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, that helps.
I think
too.
I would prefer to travel to Tribor then.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, to Tribord.
And also remember, Drow they hate sunlight. So sunlight is your friend. Travel during the day.
All right, he's already almost. It's beginning to. The suns are beginning to set.
Speaking of which, can you hurry this up, please?
He has two horses on his on this thing, and he goes yeah, and they start hurrying, going faster. So you would be able to get there probably within I would say 1 hour. Great sound effects. We pay a lot of money for these sound effects, by the way.
Yeah.
Pizza money
They're
mostly.
expensive.
Almost 50 cents.
They're fuel and pizza, our horses. Whiskey for my men, pizza for my horses.
Why?
All right, and so as you go, he mentioned some news. He's like,
Well,
I've been hearing some, and he's gonna just talk about a little bit about the news, what he's been hearing. He's like, well, apparently there's been some unrest in the east, and people there have been people coming from the east talking about their towns being destroyed.
How far east is east?
Pretty far east. Probably I can't even think of a. I need a bigger map.
Any news from the south?
From the south.
Way much.
Nothing from the south that I've heard really.
Good.
Nothing more than I guess the usual things.
Friend, since I have you here and you seem to be pretty acquainted with the current events, by
I
any
am
chance-
quite acquainted.
do you have any notice of shadowy assassins in Waterdeep? Particularly ones that seem otherworldly?
In Waterdeep, I've heard about assassins in Neverwinter recently.
No, but
I heard they were you, but
No. We are not.
No,
We're
we
common
promise
folk.
we're not.
We just-
But
Have the misfortune to look like apparently people of interests.
I see. Well, I know the problem from the east is coming from the Silver Marches. So there's some kind of unrest in the Silver Marches happening. In I think Waterdeep, it's just business as usual. You know, I'm going to head there after I hit Tribor. But Waterdeep is the lords of Waterdeep are of course always trying to backstab each other, and there's probably are assassins for one group or another. I know that right now they seem to be getting more and more upset. The last I heard, they were having a council to kick Lord Neverember from as a lord, and since he seems to have abandoned his post in Waterdeep, and they're thinking about kicking him out of Waterdeep as a lord. That could cause some unrest, or who knows what? I don't know what Lord Neverember will do. He's a proud man. But
say
you-
again, I crack one rib and now I'm accused of murder?
well, I think it was something to do with the guards. Two guards were found dead in the street after, as they said, this group fled, ruthlessly killing these guards, and you wanted dead or alive, apparently.
Yeah, we
That's
didn't
not
do
how
that.
It went around at all.
Yeah. Also, by any chance, my friend, do you hear about a group called the Ghost Hunt from Waterdeep?
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Good.
I'm happy I haven't actually. It sounds like a bad play, a bad group.
Yeah.
I have heard there's a new university though in Fandalen,
Oh, yeah.
University of Magic.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he-
They got this.
I'm the
one.
first
like-
graduate. The first
Yeah,
graduate.
first
I'm the
graduate.
only one.
I'm alumni.
It seems.
Yeah. Well, they got him to learn magic, so
Good.
yeah.
You are coming up now to you start coming up over the hill and you see smoke in the distance.
Oh no.
Oh, they get
Oh,
first
no.
here.
Oh no.
Well, that's
You might not want
Smoke.
to.
How much smoke?
What kind of smoke? What color is it?
Black smoke.
that's even worse.
And it seems like there's several plumes.
Ooh.
Oh no.
I think
I think I
You-
should stop here. It looks like those drow you mentioned have already done some work.
yeah. Are you going north or south from here, my friend?
Seems.
I'm going to go back north and head to Tribor. I do hope to see you again.
Do you mind if we tag
that would
along?
be nice.
Because I don't think it's a good idea to get there, or you guys gonna go there.
Would you like to come with me to Tribor?
I think we should at least scout and see what's going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe.
all quiet and sneaky like, and
Yeah,
just not get involved. Just
use your leather armor, not your good armor.
who's the fastest one?
What?
Who's the fastest and the sneakiest?
Alicia.
Okay, so
That would be
what do you
her.
want me to do?
I could tag along.
No.
Why not?
Maybe not in his dark form, but in his god form?
Yes, maybe in
Yes,
a
I was
quiet.
talking about that.
Okay.
Obviously. I'm not stupid.
Mm,
You see a flash, it seems, of magical energy in the distance.
Oh no. That's
we
not
really
good.
wanna go there.
Which would seem to be coming from somewhere near Tressendar Manor, up on the hill.
Is are flashes normal near your school? Please say yes. Please say yes.
I think your school is crumbling to the ground.
It's okay. They don't have a headmaster right now.
I mean, technically, you are the headmaster now, right?
Yes.
Am I the headmaster?
Yeah, you
You wouldn't
only
be the
have one
headmaster,
teacher, right?
You were cleaning toilets mostly.
Yeah, I was cleaning toilets in my free time.
I
They
thought it
didn't.
was
Apparently, they
only
didn't
us.
trust a guy with no pants.
We gave you pants for that reason.
We told you to wear the pants.
Well, it is becoming a gimmick.
No, this is
So, are you going to go forward, or are you going to run back to Tribor?
Trevor? Show of hands, who wants
Well,
to
if-
run away
If
from the
Fanalim's
problems?
lost, better warn the other communities.
Yes.
How would a drow attack? Would you know their attack methods? To let her know.
Do I know something about that?
You would probably know something about that because you've been in the Underdark for several years.
Yes.
They're the enemies of your people. Shouldn't you know something?
Like they
I think so.
like to use
Besides,
flashes
like-
of magic and
I mean, you know, besides
Burn
that, you
things?
hate them and stuff.
Oh, there. But they normally attack at night.
Oh, that's.
yeah.
It is beginning to become dusk for now.
It's getting dark.
But
getting dark, so-
these things seem to be it's dark, but yes, these things seem to be you're seeing some kind of explosions. You're not sure.
A lot of magic being used.
Hmm?
A lot of magic being used.
Something that seems magical. Some of the smoke is black. Some of the plumes are black. Some of them are kind of puttering out.
Hmm.
Let's go try to rescue someone and
Maybe not the Drow yet. Still not dark enough for a Drow attack, I think.
look, man. Let's just go over there and if we see like
I'll go and
crazy
see what's
shit,
there.
we will
How
follow
far
behind
is
them.
that?
You guys are about probably if you run maybe 20 minutes. That's how close you are. It's kind of like around the corner, over the hill, over the bend.
Maybe we could just climb the hill and look down.
Wait for me. I'll come back.
Oh, and by the way, look out for giants too. I've heard giants have been being sighted more and more these days.
Oh, just
Maybe
like
it's
this.
just a giant.
Yeah, or a giant drow, or fucking dragon giant with my luck. This
Stop
keeps
shouting.
getting.
Stop shouting.
I turned into a giant goat.
All right.
What?
Please.
Man.
I finally have found a giant goat after
But it's not
1
the
year
right
of
color.
looking.
It has to
I
be
have found a
white.
giant goat.
Clear
Obviously
white.
Not.
Yes, it is. I will fight you for
Snowball.
this, Victor.
My hair's black.
I don't care.
Okay, so
Snowball.
you go as a goat. What are
We
you going
named
to do?
you Snowball. You
So
will be
gallop me, or are you
white.
going to gallop with her on top of you?
No, gallop
Someone
alone.
wrote down the
You're going to go
names
alone?
of
Okay,
all
you
the
go. I'm going to
transformations.
fast forward. You go
Yes.
there.
Gallop alone to the top of the hill and see what's happening.
You come down Triboard. You come down Triboard Trail. It seems that you see that plumes. There's several buildings that are on fire. There's people. Some people seem to be fighting the fires.
Oh my god.
There are some people casting magic from somewhere around Tressendar Manor. But you hear some people. There are some people fighting fires, but you do hear. You think some swords as well, like ching ching ching, but further up inside the town somewhere. You see people saying fire, not fire. Excuse me. You see people saying charge, fall back, fall back.
Can I see who's fighting who?
Smoke and fire is everywhere. All you can see in the front of the village, where like for example, our magic shop. What was his name? Varys. What was his name? His name was Varys's. Varys's
Variety shop?
variety shop. You see him like throwing water onto his shop and trying to carry magical items out of the shop.
Who's my ex-boyfriend?
His hair is matted black. Yeah, May's ex-boyfriend. His hair is
Yeah.
matted black.
Oh yeah,
He
the
has
one that
scratches on his face.
I'd like to go a
the
little
one that
bit
filtered
further
with
in.
me.
Okay, you're gonna gallop in.
Yes, not inside of the battle, but to see what's going on. Who's fighting who? Or what are the
So you're gonna go like
what
the
are
town
what
center.
are Fandalians fighting against?
You see that they're definitely fighting against some kind of dark elves.
Oh.
Dark elves.
Dark elves, Drow. You
Okay.
definitely see that they're fighting Drow when you get close enough. And you see, what is that bloody guy's name?
The ex-boyfriend?
The Drow.
No, I see Sildar. You see Sildar
Silver
holding his
Winter.
own.
But he was a
With the
zombie?
town guard, all of them.
No.
Several people are slain. Several town guard are slain. For every 5 town guard people you see one dead Drow.
Well, they just managed to kill him.
And you see that there might be just like a small contingent left of the town's guard with Sildar trying to. And actually, you see Halia Thornton. Halia Thornton is leading more than Sildar seems. Sildar is there beside her,
Oh yeah, the rock.
trying to shout things.
The rock.
Attack them! Attack them! And Sildar and Halia Thornton is there. Halia Thornton is like, quick, put up your shields! We can't attack them. We won't last much longer. We need to fall back to the mines.
Fucking
Okay.
rock.
Just
I
let's
gallop
go.
back to my friends. Turn into a
And-
dwarf again.
What are you gonna tell us?
You also see that it seems that the Drow are in control at the time, and some of them, you see, some of the people are already in chains. Some of the people that you knew, Barth, like the family of Barthen's wife, whatever that survived,
Oh.
she's in chains again. The one you rescued from like possible slavery, she's back in chains. They have people putting them in chains.
So the situation is this. I think Fandalian's lost.
Oh my
The
god.
Drow are already there. Some of the Fandalians are being chained, and they are going to be slaves.
That's just.
The Fandalian
we-
guards barely holding up, but not for too much, I think.
How many Drow are there?
Lots.
That's not a good incentive to go there.
But it,
What can we do? What do we need?
What do we need for what? I think there's at least 2 options. I don't think fighting right now in Vandaling is worth it. It's a
No,
lost
no, no,
battle
that's-
anyway.
Let's clear
How
off the
many?
table.
But we could track the Drow down and try to free the enslaved people. Or
Not
we
enough.
could go to other towns and warn them.
But didn't Wyatt is going to do that?
Didn't what?
Wyatt is going to do that for us?
Wyatt is in the cart there. Well, I'm with the Tribor, and I can go there as quickly as possible. This sounds horrible, the poor Fondalans. And they work so hard to build it up.
We need an army.
Yeah,
We might need to get, what?
The next closest town is Leylon, which is further down the trail. If they go up, if they don't go down, it's just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 miles.
so if they follow the trail, they'll
If
get
they-
to land.
Or if they follow the trail, they'll go up and then go to either Coneyberry or to Tribor or to Neverwinter. But if they stay off the trails and just continue west towards the coast, they'll hit Leylon.
I mean, Iago is going to the Lord's Alliance, and I suppose they are going to believe him, right?
I hope.
The thing is, with the Drow doing this, then we need to evacuate people. And then go back with,
With an army.
yeah, basically.
So,
We can't
What
fight
do
an
you
army
propose?
of Drow without an army. How do we get an army?
Maybe getting good terms with Lord Neverember?
well, we would
No,
need
we're
the
not-
help of a big city, like Neverwinter
Or a Waterdeep?
or Waterdeep.
I think we'll try with Waterdeep first.
I mean, you can go,
Doesn't your princess persona have friends in Waterdeep?
yeah, but they are going to kill first Lord Neverember and then,
But did you remember the Grey Cloaks?
We
yeah.
have bigger problems than Neverember. We have an army of Drow. Surely we can fight the Drow first and then squabble over the city.
I
I don't think that's
I
what
hate
Lord
saying
Neverember is
this.
going to plan.
I hate saying this, but I say Waterdeep, and I've been avoiding that city all this time. I think this is serious like that.
Whatever it takes, we need an army. I don't care how we get it.
Waterdeep is closer, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Let's
it's
try
close.
Waterdeep first.
Do you know the way?
Actually, I do. Also, Elincia do.
Oh yeah. Well, I almost forgot that. Oh my god.
Well, I've never been to Waterdeep. It's going to be exciting.
I guess I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm going
just
to...
for your own
Oh,
safety,
shit.
What?
don't call me by my name there.
So what should I call you?
What name you want to call me? That
Okay.
is like a human name.
Just remember not to use my bribing disguise there, please.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Yes, thank you.
But if you see a hooded figure at night, lurking maybe behind my back trying to stab me, yeah, that may be a problem.
Oh yeah, you were really fucked up back there, right?
Yeah, big time! Almost lost an arm and my life.
Well, yeah.
We might need disguises.
What?
Nothing.
The subtitle?
Yeah, the subtitles. Just.
Alright,
they're
so-
ibuprofen.
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 Why would we need Advil? We need disguises, people, not not Advil. Please
Yes.
focus on the problem.
Yeah, let's
So
go.
let's go to
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep then.
Yeah, let, hey Wyatt, by any chance do you have like a kit?
So you're gonna go to Tribor or Waterdeep? Because you know this guy's going to Tribor.
Waterdeep. Maybe
Alright.
we can ride halfway?
Well, I can take you up to the Tribor Trail,
Yeah.
Okay, that
Alright.
would be nice.
and Nundro goes.
And you might
Maybe
wanna
I'll
hurry.
go with the Tribor.
Okay. Stay safe.
Yes, hopefully Gundren is okay.
Let's hope for that. He's a tough dwarf. So let's hope he's fine.
All right, so that concludes the first session of our second season of Not Another TPK. The group is now heading to Waterdeep for the first time to warn the city that a Drow army has now invaded the surface successfully.
Try to rise an army.
And not just an invasion to raid, but actual an invasion. An actual invasion.
Oh, I remember Alicia's foster mom is in Waterdeep.
Yeah,
Good. We have
and
allies.
also Arthur's
Yes.
old hideout and his criminal contact.
So I hope
And a lot of sadness.
the closed captions have given you all some humor while we talk amongst ourselves for the back pain and the ibuprofen that we'll need when we go to Waterdeep. But they did survive, and unfortunately Fandalen, which was their town that they saved once before, they were not able to save it this time because they did not get there fast enough after the invasion of the Drow.
Because someone messed up the teleportation.
Well, he might
So,
be good at necromancy
Next
now.
time, we will be here next week. Now,
You can
usually we're
actually
here.
raise things
Next
now.
week?
Usually we're here every other week. We're going to be playing next week again. So for the next 3 weeks, we'll be playing week after week. Then it'll be every other week after that.
Okay.
Okay? So next week we'll see you again, where we will be going to Waterdeep for the first time ever. Woo!
Good.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be a fun time. I wonder how we can use that.
Big oof.
I have the Waterdeep module, but we're not going to be using that one, I don't think. So it'll be interesting to see where they go and what they do in Waterdeep. What kind of friends and enemies they make. Thank you for watching, everybody. Let's go ahead and raid another stream. Who is playing right now?
Claro.
Let's go over to Soul Bear RPG.
¿Qué es eso?
Una lapicera aquí.
Órale.
Soul Bear RPG. Let's see here. Raid Soul
más
Bear
dados.
RPG. All right, so thank you again.
Thank you.
Let everybody know that you come from
Yes.
Winged Horizon, and I will
Oh.
see you guys next week for Not Another TPK session 2.
With you, Ipon.
Okay.
And we are